Anthony Flown here.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys, girls. Me, Keith, Tim, and Harris, all here for you this evening. The regular
Hi.
four jabronis. And don't forget, if you want to be on here, it's easy as giving us an email address. We throw you on here, and you're at our wheel. So we get to have it our
Literally.
way, as they say. So and just come out here and just have a good time with us. That's what we're doing. Um, let's look at last week. College. Matt's not here. Okay, Matt, we're gonna tell you anyway. Matt went 7-12. Tim went 9-10 in college. Keith and myself went 11-8, and Harris went 12-7. He should
All
have
right,
played.
Harris.
Had he played all those games while he were in Vegas right now, he would.
You'd still be there.
Oh, yeah, he'd still be gambling. That's right.
Hey,
And,
just for the record, college ball, I was 4 for 6 while in Vegas,
good deal.
Okay.
Good deal.
and I did have Navy in that game.
Yeah, you put a couple hundred, you said, on Navy.
200 on Navy.
Yeah, good deal.
Ooh, good deal.
NFL, Matt and Harris picked up one last night. Matt went 6-9. Keith went 7-8. Harris and Tim went 8-7, and yours truly, Rob, went 10-5 this week. So, yeah. So overall, I'll see what the hell did I do?
500 for me at least. I mean,
21-13 for me. How about that? 21.
there you go.
So,
And the only NFL game I bet on while out there was Green Bay, straight up.
straight up, and you won for you.
Hit that one too.
Yeah. All right. We are ready for college football this week. A few upsets over the weekend. Some not upsets over the weekend, but we're starting to now spreading the dough a little bit. We're starting to see who's going to be where come time, and it's going to work itself out. Yeah, Wake Forest is 10th. Look, all they got to do is hit one speed bump and they're back out. No ACC team's going to be there. You've still got Oklahoma. Oklahoma's right in there. But if they hit a speed bump, there may not be a Big 12 team in there. Pac-12, I don't think we got to worry about unless Oregon just runs a table and they're like, okay, they get lucky enough. They got to hope for Alabama maybe to get beat. SEC may have 2 teams. Big Ten may have 2 teams. So we'll see what happens there. It's a lot still to come yet. Michigan State, a big win, and I would say a smackdown win as far as just a hammer down win, winning down in Michigan. What do you think about that one, Tim?
I mean, I watched the last quarter and a half ish, but looks like Michigan could not stop the running game of Michigan State. Then again, Penn State couldn't stop Illinois, but yet somehow managed to stop Ohio State. So I guess it's reached the what we
Illinois turned around and got beat by Rutgers.
Yeah. Who Harris, did you watch any of the Penn State Ohio State game?
No, I was on the road.
Now, Keith, did you watch any of the Penn State Ohio State game Saturday?
I'm going to say no because I just turned the station on like 2 times for maybe one play at a time.
Tim's right. This is a team that was supposed to be dead. They were supposed to be down. RIP. And they played them for 3.5 quarters. And
No, I'd say they about 3 3/4 because if it went until that missed field goal at the end that it was over.
Yes. And then they end up getting a 9-point, and didn't they cover too, right? Did Ohio State cover? No,
it was like 18 points or 20 points.
Right. That's right. Let's see. It was 16.5 points, and they just win by 9. So yeah, they didn't do a cover at all.
No.
So that was didn't work out the way they were hoping. So maybe some games this week even shape that dough a little bit more and get the crust a little brown on the edges. Let's see what happens here. Let's go to Keith. Easiest pick of the week for you, my friend. Number 1, Georgia. They're hosting Missouri, and Missouri is a 38-point dog here. Georgia, 38 points better, are they? Or are you going to take 38 and walk with the road team?
Oh God, why would you start with one like this? a really bad Missouri team who made Vanderbilt actually look competitive. And Georgia coming off a win against Florida. I gotta go with Georgia. Yeah, that's a lot of points, but I would feel embarrassed to take Missouri with 38 points and them lose by 50 or 60.
I got you, man. Tim.
Yeah, it's a lot of points, but I don't see Missouri putting much of a fight up.
Yep. Harris.
Other than that, I don't see Georgia pulling off the pedal. They want to impress these voters as much as possible. They are going to try to run it up.
Yep.
Georgia.
I'm with everybody. Don't be surprised if a 70 spot gets hit here. It really could. We can let Mike. You know what? I don't think I invited Michael in, so let's see if Michael wants to come in as well. Michael,
Hi, Michael.
Are you interested in coming on, Michael? If you are, I will send you an email. Number 2, Cincinnati. Tim, coming your way. Perfect place. They're going to host Tulsa. And Cincinnati, 23.5 point favorites here. Are they 23.5 points better?
Well, compared to the last 2 weeks when they couldn't cover a cold for a spread, I'm actually going to have this bad train continue. Give me Cincinnati not to cover.
So you're going to take Tulsa.
I'm going to take Tulsa.
All right, Harris.
I think Cincinnati's going to finally wake up. They're going to come out. They're going to control the ball, not just on the ground, but through the air. Special teams, as long as they don't turn the ball over, they're going to blow them out.
All right, you like Cincinnati. I'm with Tim on this one. It may be shorter than a 10-point game right here. I really do. I think this game that puts a scare into Cincinnati. I don't think they're going to get up. I don't think they're going to get beat, but I do think they're going to get scared, and I think the fear comes into them this week like Tulsa. Keith.
I'm going to make this an even split. Go with Harris on this one. It's not a game I would touch though if I was out there in a wager on something.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I'm with you on that one too. I would not. This is not a money better right here. I'm with you.
Did you send Michael an invite? He wanted one.
I did. Yep. LSU. So, again, at number 3, Alabama. Alabama, 4 touchdowns and 4 extra points, but 28 points. Is Alabama going to let off the throttle this week?
Alabama needs to really, really, really impress guys if they want to stay in the top 4 teams. So, yes, Alabama will cover.
All right. It's coming to me now, and you know what? I'm with you. I think Alabama needs to outscore Georgia this week. I'm not sure it will happen because they're going up against an LSU team where Georgia's going up against a Missouri team. But I won't be surprised at all if this comes out to be a 70-14, 70-21 game. I will take Alabama all night long. Keith.
Yeah, I'll go with Alabama. LSU's got coach on his way out the door, and they have not played inspired football all year long. So.
And their quarterback really sucks, too. Don't forget their quarterback sucks. Let me turn my volume up. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Larry said he couldn't hear me. He said turn it up.
Move the microphone part up a little bit.
How about right
or
here?
closer to your mouth.
All right.
If you can.
All right. Let's try that.
Yeah, bend it in toward your nose a little bit.
All right. All about that.
Can you reach it with your tongue?
I hit this pizza with my tongue. Not the microphone.
Yeah, I've noticed watching some of the videos back on YouTube. When you have a headset in, you are super low.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anybody else on there is normal volume, so it's your headset.
All right. Tim, you taking Alabama?
Yeah, maybe it'll be like a 50 burger, not a 60 or 70 burger.
Not a 50 burger. Okay.
I'll take a 50
Now
burger.
all right, it's coming to me now. Michigan State, 3-point favorites, undefeated team. Now we're still talking about an 8-0 team right here, going to Purdue, and Purdue is a team that can put the trips ups on anybody. But I think Michigan State knows this. Not that I don't think they're going to get scared. I think this is going to be a 28-24 game. Michigan State squeaks out a 4-point win. I take Michigan State.
Did you say 3.5?
3 straight up.
3. Okay.
Yep. Who you liking, Keith?
Although this would be a spot where you'd normally see a trip-up game, I think Michigan State is going to win this week. They might stumble somewhere down the line, but I don't think it's going to be this week.
I got you. Tim.
See, this is kind of. I think I'll actually take Purdue at home to cover.
All right. Okay.
Maybe Michigan State will kick a field goal and win by 2. They'll pull it like the Falcons did.
Harris.
Yeah, I'm going to take Michigan State, but it does worry me a little bit of a letdown after the big rivalry win. But if I'm going to bet the game, I'm going to bet Michigan State.
Yeah, it'd probably be helpful to know what Purdue's statistics are against the running game this year.
Well,
that's the strength of the Spartans.
Didn't Purdue beat Iowa?
Yeah, I believe
Purdue
so.
beat Iowa, and Iowa can run the football. But the thing of it is, I don't think that Iowa has quite the defense that Michigan State has. I think Michigan State's defense is just swarming.
Yeah, and on top of that, we know Michigan State's a running team, but this past week they showed they can throw the ball a little bit too.
Yeah, they did throw the ball around
more than they have in years past against Michigan.
Jim Rome interviewed their quarterback today. If anybody wants to go back and listen to that,
was it pretty good?
I wasn't able to really listen to it being at work and all, but I did see that he was there on the screen.
I got you.
An image of him.
Number 6, Ohio State. They're traveling to Nebraska. Nebraska they've been some people out of shape this year. Keith, 15 points is all that Vegas likes Ohio State. How about you?
Yeah, Nebraska has surprised me a few times this year with some of the competitive games they played. For instance, it was Michigan that they played kind of close against, but I keep remembering how they played week 1, and I shouldn't probably put that much value in week 1, but they lost to Illinois, and Illinois, I just don't. I mean, yeah, they beat Penn State a couple weeks ago, but Ohio State seems like they're kind of getting their legs right now. I'm going to go with the Buckeyes in this one to cover that. Maybe not by a lot, but I think they'll cover it.
All right. And let's see. Okay. I got a different email address there from Michael Peterson. That's why. Let me get
this game is in Nebraska or in Ohio State?
No, it's
in Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
And Keith said he likes Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. And what is my man Tim thinking?
Well, Nebraska, I like Keith's thing for Nebraska's been really good covering. Maybe not winning, but they cover. So maybe there'll be like a garbage touchdown at the end, and hopefully Nebraska will cover this. So I'm going to take Nebraska to cover.
All right. Let's see.
I'm thinking along the line here. Ohio State is going to drop the ball somewhere and really cause havoc on a reason not to get into the playoffs. And this could be the week. I like Nebraska at home.
All right. Okay. It could definitely happen. That's for sure. So Tim went with Ohio State.
Nope. Tim went Nebraska to cover.
Tim went Nebraska too. Okay. Okay. So all right, I didn't catch both of you. I apologize for that. I'll send an email. I like Ohio State here. I think Ohio State's been scared enough.
And there goes Rob.
And Rob just left his own chat.
That's what happens when you take Ohio State.
He put- the Husker got him.
Yep. He may have to send out an email.
It's a possibility.
Michael, what did you do?
So that's
There he
who I
is.
think. So that's who I think will win the game.
The big black void.
I knew you was going to do something like
I
that.
got knocked out. So yeah. So I did decide who I did decide as soon as I come back in here. I was gonna say and that's who I think is gonna win the game. I like Ohio State here. I do. I like Ohio State. I think they got scared enough last week. They beat Penn State by 9. They're going on the road. If they lose this game to Nebraska, that'll be their second loss this year. That's the end of their season.
New
I
kid
don't
in
care
Harris.
what
Yeah.
anybody else says. I'll take Ohio State here. I just think Ohio State. Now read what it says, Ken. He says, "Are you still in Vegas? Or are you on the run?" But you got to read what Harris says right there. It says Harris home from Vegas. So
Yeah, I put that there just for you, Ken. I was hoping you could read.
And you found out he can't.
he can write. He can write. He's an award-winning writer. Just reading is a bitch. Yeah.
He's got to hire a proofreader.
Tim, Oregon, 6.5-point favorites on the road. Number 7, 6.5-point favorites on the road against Washington.
Yeah, I think Oregon's got to be another team that's got to put the pedal to the metal and go back to like 2015 offense and put up like 50 against Washington. So I'll take Oregon to cover.
All right, Harris.
Yeah, I'm going to take Oregon. The question is, what uniform are they going to come out in?
Yeah, what ugly ass uniform? They have the ugliest damn things there are in the world.
What do they have, about 50 different combinations now?
So when Phil Knight's one of your benefactors, then
They've done
that'll
they're
happen.
real bad, but they got one of the faster lineups out there. They're worth a touchdown. I'll give that up. I'll take Oregon. Keith.
Oregon.
All right. And now we're going over to Harris. Harris, Navy, 21-point favorites. 21-point underdog against Notre Dame.
And that's at Notre Dame?
It is at Notre Dame. Harris, 21-point favorites against Navy.
You know, normally I would take Notre Dame big, but after the performance Navy had last week, I'm going to take Navy in 21.
All right.
And we have the echo.
Yeah, we do have some echo again. Michael, we got an echo. You were watching us on YouTube. What you need to do is close YouTube where you were chatting.
I'm not on YouTube.
Okay.
I signed in on YouTube. I signed in on Google.
Okay. Let's see it. All right. Let's see if everything works. Okay. So Michael,
So far?
Navy, 21-point favorites against Notre Dame.
Navy's got a good run offense. Let me think. 21 points. That's a lot of points. Nah, Notre Dame.
All right. Michael Peterson says Notre Dame. Yeah, I'm Notre Dame too. I think Notre Dame has way better defense and they can throw the football. Something Navy can't do. I'll take Notre Dame. Keith.
Notre Dame. Going with the Irish.
Yep. Tim.
I'm going to be dissenter here. I'm going to go with Navy only because Navy likes to control the clock.
All right, we got you, man. Michael, you go get your first turn at it now. Indiana going into number 9 Michigan.
Can you be a little louder?
Yeah. Indiana at number 9 Michigan. Michigan a 19.5-point favorite.
Indiana's not a good team. Michigan, even though Michigan is just going to dominate
All right, we put you down there.
the Wolverines.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they're 25-point favorites. I
Yeah,
think they're
that
25
sounds right.
25 points better. I'll take them myself. Keith.
This is going to be one where I'm going to kind of go a little bit with an upset. I'm going to take those points in Indiana on that one.
All right. How about Tim?
Don't know who's going to play quarterback for Indiana, but it won't matter. Give me Michigan to cover.
Gotcha. Harris.
Somebody has to pay for that loss last week. Unfortunately, their next team up, Michigan's going to beat the living hell out of them.
I think so. I believe it. It could happen. Coming back to me now, number 10. An ACC team is 10. Do listen to this one now. An ACC team, Wake Forest, 8-0. Heading to North Carolina. North Carolina is a 2-point favorite at home, though. 2 reasons. Two words. Sam Howell. Sam Howell he's going to be one of the first 2-round quarterbacks next year in the draft. His stock has fallen a lot this year. He picks it up this week. They defeat Wake Forest. They're going to beat them straight up. They're going to beat them by a touchdown. Keith, I like Carolina.
I like Carolina there too.
All right. Tim.
Going with the old adage, if you're a top 10 team and you can't be a favorite, even on the road, take the team that's favored. Give me North Carolina.
Harris.
Carolina.
And Michael.
The only Sam Howard I know is from the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm going against all of you. Wake Forest.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, Sam Howell. Sam Howell. All right. We're going to go to Keith. Keith White. Number 11, Oklahoma State. 3-point favorites at West Virginia. West Virginia has been a killer at home this year. Who's going to win this one now?
Yeah, it's tough up there. And I am going to go ahead and take West Virginia with the 3 points. I was so tempted to go with Oklahoma State, but I just can't do it.
Michael, do me a favor. Go to the cam mic and turn on the echo cancellation.
Sure. That would be audio. It's already canceled. I don't have it on.
It's got the blue check mark on there.
No.
You click that check mark on there.
Okay.
Much better.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that did it.
Problem solved.
That did it.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
Good deal. No problem.
We got it
Good
figured
deal.
out. Tim did.
Tim, Oklahoma State, 3-point favorites. West Virginia.
I have to tell
Give
Tim
me
a story.
the Cowboys to go to the country roads and win.
So you'll take Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Harris.
I am going to take the Mountaineers this week.
All right. Okay. And Michael.
Harris, it's always a good policy to vote or go against any team named Cowboys.
I should know.
Tell Minnesota that.
Michael, what do you
Me?
think?
I'm sticking with the home team theory. West Virginia.
All right.
Okay.
Tim, you're by yourself? No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm coming with you. Oklahoma. Right. West Virginia they have got their allotment of wins at home against top teams. They've met their quota. Oklahoma State wins this week. I think it'll be a close game, less than a touchdown, but I think it'll be more than 3 points. I will take Oklahoma State. Next, we got Tim. Auburn, Harris's favorite. It should be Harris's alma mater. Number 12, Auburn, going to number 13, Texas A&M. A&M a 4.5-point favorite. Tim.
Auburn looks to be like they're on a little bit of a roll now. Let's see if it can't continue. Give me Auburn to maybe for the upset, but at least to maybe see if it's a 3-point game or not.
All right, Harris.
This I can't believe I'm about to say this. Auburn.
No, he's a believer. Michael
I'm
Peterson.
not a believer.
The 12th man has the advantage. Texas A&M.
Michael says A&M. You know
I
what?
feel better now.
You know what? I'm with him. 37-30 is what I've got down here as a score. I think A&M wins, and they barely do cover. I will take A&M. Keith, break your tie.
I'm going to go with Auburn. I just have a feeling they might win until they get up to that game against Alabama and probably fall on their face.
It could happen. All right, Harris, coming back to you, my friend. Baylor, a 5.5-point favorites against TCU, who just fired their coach this week. So,
Yeah, there's too much turmoil in TCU right now. I gotta go Baylor.
all right, Michael.
Baylor in a blowout.
All right, okay, that's
Cut and dry.
I got 17 points. 38-21. Is that considered a blowout? That's what I'm thinking anyway. I'll take Baylor.
That might be the first quarter.
Keith,
Yeah, Baylor.
Yeah.
Tim.
Make it a clean sweep, Baylor.
All right, that's one of the few clean sweeps there's been. Michael Peterson, we're coming to you now. Liberty University heading to number 15, Ole Miss. Ole Miss, 9.5-point favorites is all, and that's a top
How much
15
is
team
it?
in the country.
How
Only
much?
getting
How much is it?
9.5. 9.5 is all it is. Is all.
You
it's
know, I
that
think
Liberty's
Liberty has. I think Liberty's going to try to prove to people that they can go to a better conference, and I'm going to take the points and go with the Flames.
All right. Okay. I was just talking to the guys before we came on here tonight. Malik Willis, he transferred from Auburn, came to Liberty, and Liberty they're a very, very good team. Meganson, he is a safety. We're going to hear a lot about this
They
kid.
are.
He just lives over here in Lynchburg. He's got 4 picks this year already. This is not the place you want to play, and not the team you want to play, especially against the number 1 quarterback coming out. Malik may be the second or third best, but Matt Corral or whatever, he's the best one coming out of here. I like Ole Miss. Anytime you give me the number 1 quarterback in college, I will take him. I'll take Ole Miss. I'll give 9.5. Keith.
Yeah, and in front of the home fans, I'm going to go with Ole Miss.
Tim.
Yeah, I like the home team to cover here, probably by 10. Maybe late field goal gets it over.
Harris.
Yeah, I think if Ole Miss was in any other conference, they'd probably be ranked higher than what they are. But the conference they're in, I've got to go Ole Miss.
Yeah, gotcha. Coming to me now. UTSA, Texas San Antonio. Moving on up there. They were just got into the top 25 last week. Now they're 16th, and they're going against Texas El Paso. Don't know a lot about these two teams, but I do know San Antonio can score. And if you're able to score, 12 points is not a problem. If they got that much belief in you in Vegas, I'll take you. So I'll take San Antonio. I'll give up 12. Keith.
Since I have no clue about either one of these teams, I'm going to take the points. I'll take UTEP.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, give me. I don't think UTEP was that great from what I saw on the thing, but give me UTSA to cover.
Yep. Harris.
San Antonio.
All right. Michael.
Let me tell you something. I don't even know if UTEP is going to score any points. So San Antonio, I'll give you a little fact. If they had won their game last week, game day would have gone to San Antonio. But they're going to
Wow.
Cincinnati. So
Oh, okay.
UTSA.
All right. Keith, Tennessee, the Volunteers,
Huh?
traveling next door to them in Kentucky. A 3-point favorite is all they are now. Somebody does not have any faith in this Kentucky team, or they must have something up here. Is it an injury? I don't know. Mark Stoops may be leaving. Who knows? I mean, something is up here. But Tennessee +3 or Kentucky -3. Which way you like?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wager that Kentucky's gonna have like a pride week or something here. They'll put together a strong performance and cover the 3.
Tim.
I know I had this written down. Give me the line again. It's
Tennessee, Kentucky at home.
Oh, there we go.
Favorites. Number 18.
3-point favorites for Kentucky. I wish I could put push down, but give me Kentucky, sure. Being at home, they'll need it more than Tennessee does.
I'll tell you what I will do. I'll write the word push right under your names and saying you expected that.
What's that line now, Tim?
Let's see here.
I bet it's higher than 3. I bet it's
Yeah,
5.5
give me
or
a
6.
second.
I bet it's 5.5 or 6. It's got to be.
It's actually Kentucky by 1.
Wow.
1-point favorite now.
Wow. That many people's betting Tennessee now. Wow. So, but
They
we're
must have
playing-
liked the first 3 quarters against Alabama.
Something is going on there we don't know about.
Yeah.
Gotta be. Regardless, I'm still going to take Kentucky.
Yeah. Michael, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking first. I'm watching the Golden Knights winning 1-0. Just an FYI. Kentucky's a good team. I've watched Tennessee twice. I'm not impressed. I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go with the Wildcats, Kentucky.
Yeah. I don't know what's turning this line over so much. I don't know what in the world or why people are betting this heavy on Tennessee. I'm not on that juice. I think this is a blowout game right here, 43-20. Unless it's something I don't see, I must be blind. I'm taking Kentucky, but I'm going blind with you guys. I'm not sure I'd put no money on it now because I'm scared just due to the one. But I think they're going to blow them out the field. Tim, number 19 Iowa, 12-point favorites at Northwestern.
Northwestern's not that good, and I think Iowa needs a bounce back week. So give me the Hawkeyes.
All right, Harris.
Yeah, Iowa.
Michael.
Oh, Iowa.
All right. Yeah.
1-0 after one period in the Vegas game.
37-21. I got Iowa winning, so that's more than 12. I'll take Iowa. Keith.
I guess I'm going to be the only one to go with Northwestern on this one.
All right, we got you. We got you. And I got to sneeze, so.
Bless you.
Sounds like a cannon going off.
That sound like a cannon. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I apologize for that.
Well, hey, dude, better to be off camera than
It sounded like somebody was in the kitchen with a bag of ice throwing it down on the
There
floor.
you go. That's more like it.
Just FYI, I just researched this Kentucky thing.
Yeah.
All it says is John Clay reports Kentucky's injuries multiplying. Just don't ask Mark Stoops for specifics. That's all it says.
I'll still take Kentucky. Anybody wants to take it, you can.
No, I'm good.
I'll stick with
I'm
that.
saying where I'm at.
Keith,
I think their second and third guys are better than Tennessee's
I'll go
first.
with Kentucky.
You gonna stay with Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Arizona,
I don't
Philadelphia.
think the
no
players are
squad.
going to stop playing hard because of
Yeah. Let's see whose pick is it now. Is it Harris or Tim? Let's see. Keith just went with Northwestern, so I think it's Harris's turn now. Yeah,
Mhm.
Harris.
Yeah, I was the last one to go on that one.
Yeah. Number 20, Houston. 13-point favorites against USF, South Florida.
How many?
13 points.
13.
Houston
At South Florida.
at South Florida.
Give me South Florida.
Gotcha. Michael.
Houston wins, but not by 13. South Florida.
All right. You know
Might
what I
be a
in fact have
7.
that too. I got a 31-28 game.
I think it's gonna be a
South Florida
7-point
stays in
game.
this game till the end. I'm with you. I'll take South Florida. Keith,
Ooh, first period.
I'm going to go with Houston.
you'll go to Houston. He'll give up at 13. Tim.
I'm with Keith. I'll take Houston to cover the 13.
All right. And now we're going to Michael Peterson again. Number
Yes.
21, Coastal Carolina. Coastal.
Ah.
18.5-point favorites. And they're going to Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern, didn't they just make a head coaching change or something like that?
Yeah, Georgia Southern just picked up.
Yeah.
Let's see, who was just?
I don't know who it was, but you know what? Coastal Carolina has made a fan out of me. Go with the Chancellors, however they call it.
Chanticleers.
Chanticleers.
Yeah.
Canadians 2-0 in the first.
I'm with you. I think it's a 30-point game, 48-14. I like Coastal. Keith,
Coastal. I'll go with Coastal.
Tim.
This is a Clay Helton who was fired, but I don't see who they actually brought in.
Clay Helton got hired by Georgia Southern. Yep.
Okay, so they have Kevin Whitley is their new coach. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, actually 19.5. Maybe Georgia Southern shows a little pride at home. Give me Georgia Southern to cover.
All right, Harris.
I don't think Coastal's going to have 2 letdown weeks in a row. Coastal.
All right. Coming up to me now. Number 22, Penn State. 11-point favorites going to Maryland. And I don't like to say anything bad about a state, but I got a feeling Maryland this week is going to feel like a trampled down state. This is one time I think Penn State was going to knock the shit out of them and then keep knocking the hell out of them. 55-24 is what I got. I'll take Penn State. Keith.
What was the line? 20-something?
11.
11.
11 points?
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, because I was, even if it was 20, I was going to take Penn State, so I'm going to go with Penn State.
Tim.
Yeah, I'll go with Penn State on this one.
Harris.
I'm going to be the oddball here, guys. These two teams, they usually play each other tight, at least for 3/4 of a ball game. Maryland is 1 win away from qualifying for a bowl. Maryland could pull an upset here, guys,
All right.
but I'm going to take Maryland in the points.
Michael.
I wish Maryland would have those fancy flag uniforms. And I think they're going to hold Penn State. I think it's going to be like a 7-point game. Give me Maryland.
All right.
Yeah, with a helmet with it where it's got like the 4 quadrants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yep. Keith. SMU, number 23 in the country, 6.5-point favorites. And they're going to Memphis.
Oh, they're going to Memphis.
Really?
You're not wrong.
So a goal was scored somewhere.
Gosh, that's good. Because I have a feeling that SMU will probably win that by about a touchdown, but I'll go with Memphis in the points since they're at home.
All right. Tim.
Give me SMU to cover this.
Harris.
Yeah, I like SMU.
Michael.
Shmoo.
Shmoo.
No.
20 point win here. 38-19 is what I got. I'll take SMU. All right, Tim. Final college game we got. Boise State.
Hold on. We're missing one that's tomorrow.
What is that?
It's Louisiana against Georgia State.
Is that 24?
Crap, really?
ULL.
Let me make sure that this is they're ranked.
Louisiana Lafayette?
Well, they used to be Louisiana Lafayette. Now they're
No,
just
that's what I still call them that.
ULL. Are they in 24?
The Raging Cajuns?
Yeah.
okay. Maybe they're not ranked. Okay, never mind.
That's okay. No problem.
Okay, all right. So we'll skip that game.
Boise State at number 25, Fresno State. And Fresno State is a 5.5 point favorites. And I think it's 10.
Hold on.
It's 10. Yep.
Oh wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I was looking at the playoff poll.
Uh-huh.
Louisiana is 24, so we can skip back to that one.
Okay. So number 24, ULL.
Yep, and then remember I emailed you about the BYU game. Are we going to off that one this week?
Is BYU still in the top 25?
They are number 17 behind UTSA.
Okay. Yep. We'll put them on here. We'll put them on here too. All right. So ULL, who are they playing at?
They're playing at Georgia State.
Georgia State, and the line is minus
12 for UL.
And
For
then
ULL.
And then BYU, are they on the road?
BYU is at home to Idaho State. Now, Idaho State's an FCS school, so they didn't put a line on this.
Okay. So, yeah. So we'll bid on it. Yeah, we'll do a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that when we come around to it.
Okay.
So right now,
Let's do the Boise State Fresno game first.
Right. You
and then
start
we'll
with
back around.
5.5.
Okay. And who's
5.5.
first? Am I first?
You go.
Okay. Actually, give me Fresno to cover here. It's not at the Smurf turf, so give me Fresno to cover.
All right. Harris.
I'm still trying to follow the other two games right now. Boise.
You take Boise. All right. Michael.
Same idea, sitting on no Smurf turf, Fresno State.
All right. You
It's
know
going
what?
to be warm.
And I'm going the other way. I'm going Boise. I think Fresno State wins by a point, but not 5. Keith.
I'm going to go with Fresno.
All right. Keith will go that way. So it'll be all right. Now we're going down to Harris. ULL, 12-point favorites against Georgia State. So it's
Georgia
Louisiana.
State made a believer out of me a few weeks back.
So
I'm
you'll
gonna say
take
Georgia State.
Georgia State.
Yeah.
All right. Michael.
I don't know. Georgia State, ULL. I like those Raging Cajuns. Let me go with ULL.
All right.
Sorry, my reaction was due to a nice 18-yard touchdown from Eastern Michigan. Yes, Maction has started.
Oh, Maction started?
Yep.
I got the Vegas game on.
All right. Anyway, Rob, go ahead. Sorry.
I like ULL.
Sorry, Harris.
12 points. I'll give that up. Keith.
I'll go with ULL. Give up the 12.
All right. Tim.
And same here, ULL with the 12.
All right. Now, BYU is taking on a team that is not in the BCS bowl type situations, one of the lesser teams. So what we're going to do right here is this: we'll work our way around. We'll start at 10 points, but once somebody is willing, we'll give you 2 points for this pick. So if you end up getting this one right. But you got to go with BYU, but you got to give away more points than everybody by 1 point. I would give away 15 and not think about it. Would anybody go 20 right here and give
21.
away 20? You'll give 25. All right, anybody
25?
go? Yeah, you'll give 25.
Yeah, 25. They'll shut them out.
All right, 30. Is anybody like 30 right here, and or more than 25?
I'll go 32.
You'll go 32.
I'll do 29.
32 for Tim so far.
I'll go
33.
29.
Harris says he'll go 33, Tim.
Um,
I'm out.
let's see.
So
Give me.
if he misses, he only gets one. It's 1x. But if
Okay.
you get it right, you get 2 corrects with it. But only one person has to go with the top-notch amount. So right
trying to
now,
remember,
Harris,
what was the Villanova Penn State? That was only like a 23, right?
um,
That was like week 1.
wow, I don't remember back that far. I want to say 24, 23, 24, but it wasn't 30. It wasn't that many. So Idaho State right now,
It was 38-17 was that final.
and that was 21 points. Harris says he'll go minus 33 right now and take BYU. Will anybody go any higher than that?
No, I kind of like that line.
Nope.
So, but you'll only have to take 32, Tim. You'll get to get 1 point back from it. But
Okay.
Harris will have to go. Harris, I'm gonna go 35 on you.
Okay.
I'll take 30. You go any higher than that?
No.
All right. I get it for 35, but you guys can go 34, and you can go either side you want to. So with minus 35, Rob will take, and I'll circle that. Rob will take BYU. You guys at 34 points now. At 34 points, you can take BYU, or you can go the other way. Keith.
29 was as high as I was going to go.
All right, so
Idaho
I mean,
State.
so right now you're going to go to Idaho State with 34.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Keith, we'll go that way. Tim.
Give me BYU for the 35.
All right.
So
So
you
you'll
only need 34.
get
34,
it for
sorry.
34. So you get it for
Yep.
1
All
point.
right.
Okay. You'll still take them. All right.
We'll take
Harris.
BYU. Yep.
I'll take BYU in the 34.
All right. And Michael.
It's going to be a shutout. BYU in the 34.
All right. Gotcha. All right. But I had to give up 1 extra point. So if it ends up being a 5-touchdown game, you guys get 1 point. I get 0.
Thank you, Larry.
So I just want to say before I have to step away soon that I enjoy this show every Tuesday as I look forward to you guys every week. Go Bucks. All right, my friend.
Thank you, Larry.
P-Jet. Hey, guys, what is this? The Brady Bunch?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
Wait,
You can't do
wait till you see Alice come in here.
Yeah.
I need to be on the right hand side to do my.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the right spot,
Okay.
Tim.
Or
We're ready to go to NFL games.
I said just go down.
Hey, we're going to start right in the middle of the screen. Keith.
Wrong finger.
First game, Jets. You,
Was this
Jets,
Thursday?
and Thursday night, Jets and Colts. And the Colts
Jets
are
at Colts.
10. Jets at Colts, 10.5 point favorites are the Colts. What do you like?
I can't give 10.5 points for a team that's got Wentz as a quarterback. I'm going to take the Jets.
Gotcha. Tim.
I'm hoping that this white kid can still kind of help out. That was impressive against Cincinnati. So yeah, give me the Jets to cover.
That's a good last name to have.
Harris.
Well, I think the Jets have already screwed up the first overall pick, so I think they're going to win the ball game.
Michael.
I don't know what you guys are smoking out there. This white thing, he's great quarterback week 1. You're going to see him dive off a cliff. Give me the Colts.
You know, I'm kind of like with Michael this week. You know, I think he's going to be kind of like that. Who was the kid that played for the Knicks?
Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin.
Oh,
Jeremy Lin played for a half a season, and they made him out to be the next Michael Jordan. He's going to be the next Michael Jordan. And now that son of a bitch, now you get a GPS, you can't find his ass. No way. Hey,
He's with the Knicks somewhere.
I'll take it Colts. I'll take it Colts anyway. I'll do it anyway. Tim, Sunday, the Falcons. We don't know what kind of shape. I think from all indications, I don't think he's going to have to wear a big glove or anything. He may have to have a protective type glove, and I'm talking about Matty Ice. Going against the Saints, 4.5-point favorites down in New Orleans.
Yeah, I think the goose is cooked for the Falcons. Give me Saints to cover 6.
Oh, yeah, 4.5 is all you got to cover here.
4.5, even better.
Harris.
Who's playing quarterback for the Saints?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what's name is out for the year. Winston is out for the year.
Winston.
But Winston didn't finish the game up the other night when they were playing against the Buccaneers. I can't think of who the guy was that played, but it wasn't.
No,
the
Hill was out too.
Same guy came in.
It's a guy that came in last week. He's going to be coming in this week playing.
Trevor Simeon.
Simeon.
Yes,
Give me the Saints.
Saints. Okay. Michael.
You know, the Falcons are more desperate than the Saints right now, so give me the Falcons.
Yep. I got you. Yeah, the desperation leads to a lot of things, but it's not going to lead to a win right here. I'm sorry. Washington football team's been desperate since week 2, and all they did shit on themselves 3 times or 4 times. So
Since week 2 of 1994.
Yeah. I'll take his Saints. They're at home. Keith.
Yeah, I'm going to put the trust in the Saints defense to keep the Falcons offense down and allow the Saints to maybe have a couple short fields to work with or something here to pull that out.
Gotcha. Harris. Broncos. Cowboys. Cowboys 7.5. We got you. Michael.
The other way.
You're going to Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If the
Is
Broncos
Dak coming back yet or no?
Dak is playing.
Back and
Dak will
starting.
play. That and Von Miller's not. That's the bigger thing. Von Miller's on another team now. He's gone. Well, who are the Broncos going to? I mean, my goodness. They're Cowboys at home on top of everything else. I'll give 7.5 today, tomorrow, any day. Keith.
Yeah, I agree. I think Dallas will cover that. It might be closer than people would think with Miller being gone, but I'll go with Dallas.
Tim.
Yeah, same here. Give me the Cowboys to cover.
All right. Michael Peterson now. Patriots, 3.5-point favorites. Heading down to Carolina to play the Panthers. Who are you liking?
Who is starting? Is Darnold out?
I do not see.
Mac Jones is very impressive. Even though I don't like him, I got to go with the Belichicks.
All right, we got you. All I can say is this: if Darnold is starting, I even like the Patriots more in this game. I like the Patriots all the way, 29-24. I think this is one that Jones could throw for over 300 yards. Keith.
Yeah, Patriots are coming off of an impressive win. Now they are able to come back to the Eastern time zone. Panthers had a win on the road against a non-impressive Falcons team, and boy, did Darnold get his bell rung on a play late in that game.
Yeah.
Patriots seem like they're starting to figure some things out, and with that said, I think that they win this game, even though it might be a little tight. I think they'll pull it out and cover that points.
Yeah, give me New England to cover the points.
Harris.
Yeah, since the Dallas game with New England has gotten so much better. Mac Jones really grew up from that point on. They may still end up winning the AFC East. Give me New England.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Should we all call Colin Cowherd tomorrow and talk to him about the Patriots quarterback?
Yeah,
right.
Really.
Because he said his ceiling's right here, and he's already met it. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Colin Cowherd's met his ceiling years and years ago.
Right. All right. Coming to me now, the Vikings. They're on the road. They're going to Baltimore. Baltimore is a 5.5-point favorite. And I look at this line, and I'm like, how? Every game they've played has been a field goal game. Every game they played has been a field goal game or OT game. I don't like his line at all. I'll take Minnesota all the way right here. I don't think they win, maybe, but they can lose by field goal and still cover. Keith.
I'm with you. I'm taking the Vikings to cover.
All right.
Hey, Alex, what are you talking about? Yeah, the college football playoff committee first rankings are absolute garbage.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, they had Oregon 4th. We'll talk about that afterwards, though.
All right.
I think that's gonna. We're taking. Give me the Vikings to cover.
I got you.
Okay, Alex, I'll be interested to see what that is.
I agree with you that normally this is going to be a field goal game with one exception. Ravens are coming off a bye. Ravens come off a bye. They come out strong. Ravens are going to win this game by 10 or more.
Michael.
Ravens are too tough at home. They just impressed me at home a lot. Give me Baltimore.
All right. Keith. The Browns traveling to the Bengals. This line has got me just damn befuddled. The Bengals are 2.5-point favorites.
Oh,
at
yeah.
At home against the Browns. Tell me why. I mean, I may be stupid here, but tell me why you're going to take the Bengals and give away 2.5.
Yeah, I'm not, and it's no surprise. I mean, it's been talked about the Bengals' offensive line, and the Browns can put some pressure on a quarterback. So I think the Browns win a game that's really probably going to be very physical on both sides. And the Browns.
I'm going to go with the Bengals only because the Browns' offense has become too predictable. They haven't scored more than 17 points in the last 4 weeks.
All right. Harris.
Which Bengals team shows up? The one that just lost to the Jets or the one that humiliated Baltimore?
Yep.
For that fact,
this is the NFL.
I will take Cleveland to win this game.
All right. Michael.
Cincinnati got robbed last week on an official's call who should be suspended against the Jets.
Oh, you talking about that helmet to helmet?
Yes,
I don't know who else seen that one. I think Keith saw it too. The helmet to helmet call.
I saw it live.
That was a bullshit call. That wasn't.
Yeah, that was a terrible
I know.
call.
I watched the game live on the Red Zone.
Yeah.
So the Bengals are pissed. Cleveland did not impress me at all last week. I don't know if they have enough wide receivers or anything, but the Bengals are going to come out, and Mixon's going to have a game, and Chase is probably going to burn him for 2 touchdowns. Give me the Bengals.
All right. I think the Browns have a better defense here. I think the Bengals and the Browns, neither offense has anything going on right now. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, a real low-scoring game. And anytime you're talking low, I like points. Give me 2.5 right here. I'll take the Browns. I like that. Tim, the Bills give up 13.5 here and go to Jacksonville. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna guess anywhere from a 14 to 17 point win for the Bills. Give me the Bills to cover.
Harris.
Jaguars are getting worse instead of better. Bills.
Michael.
The Bills can give 29 points and still cover. Buffalo.
I'm not that impressed with them. I think they can win by 17 or something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that. But I like the Bills. Keith.
Yeah, after last week, I mean, it looked like a couple teams in this league, about 3 of them, Jaguars being one of them, along with the Lions and the Texans. It just seemed like they quit. And Urban Meyer had his thing there, and I just don't know if the team. Maybe he's lost that locker room, so I have to get the 13.5.
Gotta have the locker room before you can lose it.
Right.
You can hire that woman to dance for him.
Yeah.
Harris. Texans.
He needs something to put his hands on because the football is a good thing for
right, other than a clipboard, right? Harris, Texans going down to Miami. They thought maybe they were going to end up getting the Texans quarterback. They didn't get him today. Dolphins 6.5.
Nobody got them.
No, 6.5. But we'll talk about that in a little while too. There's a reason why nobody
yeah.
got him. Yeah, the league-
This game should be canceled. Oh man! If I gotta pick somebody, I guess. Give me Miami.
All right.
You think
Michael?
this game violates some kind of obscenity laws or something there?
They just better suck that
Oh,
bad.
Lord.
Oh
Hmm.
my God, Michael.
Oh,
who you
Lord.
like?
Miami's playing who?
Houston.
Houston.
Oh, my God, the toilet bowl.
Six
They can't give tickets away to this game.
6.5
Who's the home-
points.
And who's the home team?
Miami.
Miami and their favorite. by
Miami's the home team?
6.
Oh, it's going to be like a 2-point game. I'll take the underdog. I'll take Houston.
All right.
Garbage.
I
versus
think
garbage.
Houston's defense is not nothing like Miami's. I think Miami's defense is good enough. They may even get a pick 6 here, and that might be the only touchdown of the game. I'll take Miami here.
Might be the only score of the game, period.
Could be.
Could end up 2-0.
Keith.
No, I just have a feeling the Dolphins will probably win big this week.
Oh, they
And
could.
then people might think that they're got a little fight left in them, and then they'll find out the next week that they don't. But I think they'll win this one pretty handily.
Tim.
Actually, give me Houston to cover this.
Oh, come on, Tim.
It could be like 7. I mean, that Monday Night Football game. It will challenge that for cure for insomnia.
Oh, okay. Michael Peterson. The Raiders. 3.5 point favorites. And Ruggs, we know Ruggs is done now. Ruggs, his NFL
Ruggs
career is done. 3.5 point favorites at the Giants. What are you thinking?
Oh, what am I thinking? Henry Ruggs, big time hero. Done. Giants coming off Monday night, played well, didn't get enough against the Chiefs. I'll take the points. Take my Giants.
All right.
They're playing better than my fantasy team. I'm 0-8.
Raiders are not. They're still good. They're still good. They're a playoff contender team. I still think they're every bit as good or right there with New England. I really think they're that good a team. They've got to get their shit together. They cannot afford
The
to drop the
problem.
ball here. I'll take the Raiders. Keith.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you got the Western team going east, so there's that to consider. But I think the Raiders are a better team than the Giants. And the Giants coach, it sounds like, keeps whining about the communications and stuff on the
Yeah,
sideline.
he did
Like,
that today.
yeah, so I don't know. It's just the guy that's making excuses. It's just hard to believe that team's got a lot
Yeah.
holding it together. I'll go with the Raiders.
Tim.
Yeah, give me the Raiders to cover. If you're bitching about the equipment, use hand signals.
It don't matter what equipment or hand signals they're using. As long as Jason Garrett's calling the offense, Giants are trash. Raiders.
I got you. It's coming back to me
That's
now.
probably Washington's next head coach right there.
Oh,
boy.
right. Chargers. 2.5 point favorites against the Eagles. I had to give us a lot of thought today. But the Eagles now they have lost their locker room. They tried to trade 5 different players today. What's that inside rusher's name? He's been there with them about 6
Fletcher
years.
Cox.
Fletcher Cox. They made it. They went actually on public. They went public today with it and said Fletcher Cox will try to get rid of him. You can't do that shit. When you start going public and trying to unload players like that, it does not work well. I'm sorry. The Chargers are better than an average team. Chargers 31-20.
We are actually going to make fun of the Eagles PR department now, or is every?
No. We're making fun of their coaching staff right now. We never will.
Oh, they came out with it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The Eagles PR department is safe.
Yeah,
Their general manager.
Trust me.
Yeah.
The PR department in Philadelphia, You
We'll
will not
always
be
be
touched-
thankful of them.
Yes.
You will not be touched on this channel at all. And anybody who talks bad about you, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Michael, there's reasons. We got real
There's-
reasons, and we can.
Oh
we'll,
no! I just watched Kyle Tucker make a beautiful catch out in right field.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We got you. So,
Is it better than Rosario's catch the other night?
No, Rosario's catch was better.
Okay, but still a good one. All right, I'll take
Yes.
extra replay on that one.
Chargers.
What did you say?
Eagles.
What
It's
was the line?
2.5 is all it is. 2 and a hook right here.
For the Chargers?
Yes, Chargers are the favorite.
Wow. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. It's kind of a weird thing to do, probably, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Tim.
Michael, that was a solid play by him diving towards the line. Give me
it was.
the Chargers to cover this game.
All right, Harris.
I know one of the reasons Keith took the Eagles is because the Chargers coming east. I know that's what it
That's
was.
not really so much it. It's just the Chargers. It seems like the last time out they didn't play quite as well.
They've played flat. They've played some
They've
flat
been a little
games.
bit flat lately, and the Eagles aren't
They've
coming off.
played flat. They've played flat, but the Eagles are playing non-existent.
I just have a
Chargers
feeling
should-
that the Eagles are a team that if they could get their act together right now, they could still maybe sneak in as a low wild card. But they
put
gotta
40,
win a lot
they
of
put
games.
40 on the board this week too. They put 40 on the board this week. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
The only way the Eagles sneak in as a low wild card is if they expanded to 9 teams in the playoffs.
I gotta do that this year.
All right, Harris, you taking the Chargers. Mike?
Chargers.
I'm looking Justin Herbert versus who? Was it Fields in Philly?
Hurts.
No.
Hurts.
Hurts.
That's what's going to happen to him. Hurts. I'm taking the Chargers.
The rental car agency, yeah, Hurts.
Yeah.
Bill Berge is so mad at you, Michael.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, my goodness. Keith,
Yeah.
Packers look good this week, and they got 10 days off. Going to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are a 2.5-point favorite. Now, this is another one's got me.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand this one at all, but make me believe that the Chiefs are supposed to win this one by 2.5. Keith.
Mahomes doesn't have enough help. The Packers will win this one.
All right, don't even have to win. All they got to do is cover.
I think they will, though.
Tim.
Yeah, I don't like you give Rodgers enough time to pick apart this defense. I mean, not that it's that good anyways, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Give me the. I'll say Packers by probably 7.
All right, Harris.
The Packers offense is going to be playing with 12 guys this week with the way Mahomes is turning the ball over. Packers.
Michael.
Mahomes against Rodgers. Rodgers does the better TV commercials. I'll go with Green Bay.
I think it's a 2-touchdown game. I really do. Green Bay's defense is better, a lot better than Kansas City's defense, and I'm not sure. I think Green Bay's offense is better than Kansas City's offense. This is just and then they got a good kicker on top of it. I like the Packers all the way here. I think this could be blowout city.
Kicker didn't look so good in that Cincinnati game, although he did end up getting the game.
They ended up making a count there, right? Tim, Cardinals, 2.5-point favorites against the 49ers.
Where's
Like-
that at?
It's in San Francisco, but
It is.
I don't know how like the low lines with the rotating San Francisco with only Deebo Samuel on offense. I mean, no, I don't get it. Give me the Cardinals and the points.
All right. Harris.
Any update on Murray?
Kyler
Kyler Murray.
I have not heard anything. I do know. Way I understand, he did have a concussion, though. I think he had a
Well,
concussion.
I know they say concussion, but he was also dealing with a lower leg injury on that last play too.
Right.
That's right, because he limped off the field. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to take San Francisco at home.
I got you.
That's where they are. Okay. So
Michael.
then again, it's the day to day, but then again, aren't we all?
You're right. Day to day.
You know, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have a lot of trouble trying to find his helmet. So we got to go with Kyle and the Cardinals. Probably
I got
Hopkins
you.
is going to have it.
Today, 49ers went out and got him another pass rusher from
boy.
from the Texans. And I'm
Yippee.
gonna tell you right now, Kyler Murray on a limping leg does not want to be running all week. I like the Niners. I think straight up they win. I like them this week. I really do. Keith,
How many points was that?
2.5.
2.5?
Yes. Yep.
The Cardinals were favored?
Yes.
Yep.
2.5. Yeah. I took it. I took 2.5. And took it.
Yeah. I'm with you, Rob. I just have a feeling the 49ers are going to win this game.
I like that pick myself. Harris, Sunday Night Football. The Titans without their premier running back. They're going to go to L.A. and play the Rams. 7.5 is what it is.
What? It's 7.5 now.
Yes, 7.5.
No Henry. They're saying next man up. Rams just went out and got Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
Give me the Rams.
Michael.
Too close. It's going to be a field goal type game. I'll take the Titans.
This is one I'm gonna have a dispute with you. I think this is a 20-point game. I think the Rams are the better team offensively. And look, there is nobody. I don't care where you want to look. There's nobody can take Derrick Henry's place. Derrick Henry can run for 175 yards. You put an average running back behind that line, 55 yards. This is not going to be a game. The Rams will have it over with by halftime, 38-18. I like the Rams big. Keith.
National televised game too.
I'm with you on that.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, I like the Rams big.
All right. And finally, Michael. Monday Night Football, the Bears. Traveling to Pittsburgh.
Traveling to Pittsburgh with the flying towels. It's going to be one of those typical fall Pittsburgh nights. With
6.5, and you're giving up 6.5.
It's going to be cold, and Ben the Rapist is going to have himself some fun blowing into his glove hand. No, the Steelers.
You like it still? Boy, oh boy, Michael, you into it tonight? Damn, bro.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
Once the echo came off, the personality came on.
They're not necessarily the opinions.
I thought Michael was going to put a glove on and just do like this and go.
You're gonna go Roman Reigns style.
I was like,
We're not going to get
Ben the Rapist.
Oh my goodness. I like the Steelers here. I think the Steelers better team, 10-point game. The Bears, they're in flux, man. They really have no idea. Do you start Dalton? Do you start Fields? Their defense, 2 or 3 of those are out for the year. Their coach is soon to be out for permanent. So, Bears are in such bad shape. Steelers overplaying themselves too. They're not as good a team as what they've been coming out doing, but they're playing with smoke and mirrors with maybe one of the top 3 coaches out there. I think anybody has got to say that about their coach. He is a hell of a coach. I take a Steelers. Keith.
Yeah, Tomlin versus Nagy. I'll go with Tomlin and give it 6.5.
Tim.
I didn't even think about that.
We'll take Tomlin and the Steelers.
All right, Harris.
You know, the most happiest man in the world right now is probably Vince McMahon. Because this game's going to be the least watched NFL Monday Night Football game in the history of the league. And the WWE is going to have ratings through the roof this week.
I watch WWE. I don't care.
You
You
It's
say-
gonna be Paige Van
you
Zandt
say-
versus
so you saying Pittsburgh
Ashley
wins?
Clear, and it'd be good.
Oh yeah, Pittsburgh wins this game. Bears can phone it in.
It's
Well, yeah.
really hard to separate Bears fans from bad football. They really eat it up in that city, and they love talking about it on Monday and Tuesday.
Remember, Rex Grossman is the last quarterback to lead them to a
Wednesday,
Super Bowl.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Man, I'll tell you what. Look back. Look. And last week, I'm gonna kind of put the spotlight here for a second. I said, look at that Washington football team. They cannot be as bad as. Yes, they are. Broncos, 17-10. Look, Washington. If they have not hit the mud puddle yet, they're going to hit an ice puddle soon. They're in some serious shit. On the flip side of that situation, me and Harris, we smelled a rat down in New Orleans. Something about that didn't smell right. We smelled it from the start. I said, Brady does not play well in that dome. He does not like those conditions. Look, it's not even close which quarterback's the better of the two quarterbacks. We know that. If they come down to Tampa and play again, they're going to beat the shit out of Tampa. I mean, beat the shit out of
New Orleans.
of New Orleans. Yeah, but there's something about
Might be like acoustics or something, or
I don't know
it
what
must
it is,
be.
but it's just something about that situation.
Ooh,
Then we go back and look at the Lions this week. That's a team you got to feel for, man. I'll tell you what. I mean, they were 3.5-point dogs this week, and if you gave up 36 or 35, you ended up still losing because they lost by 38. I mean, 44 points to a team with a quarterback like Jalen Hurts. I don't know what you're going to do, but the Lions better turn back the playbook. They better turn back the playbook to page 1 and forget about page 8 because, how to arrive at a stadium with both arms and both legs has got to mean something. But they're in some trouble. And then if you saw the Falcons game, all I can say is if you have a rough stomach, you did not want to see Matt Ryan's hand. Did you see it, Harris?
No, I have not seen it yet.
He got stepped on when he went back to pass. And when he came out, I mean, from here down was red. You couldn't see skin color at all. And a towel that was covered in blood. They said that he was going to get originally they were going to do some kind of staple work to him with some kind of glue to it. Then I heard they just straight up just sewed him up in places. So I don't know, but they said he was in a locker room for 2 hours after the game getting worked on.
Well, he better find himself a left tackle then.
Yeah, he needs more than that. He needs offensive line.
Well, okay, so
He's
let's give a play-by-play here. So Brantley hits a ball to first base, and Max Freed's waiting to get there, and Michael Brantley literally almost stepped on his Achilles tendon.
Oh,
yeah.
my Lord.
And the umpire calls him safe, and he was out because he never touched the base.
We'll see how they deal with that one. But anyway,
That's
back
how
to
I deal with it as an umpire. You don't touch the base, you're out.
Mike says he's out. Is he out?
He's out.
Tim?
well, if they're going to call that he never stepped on the base, then he has to be.
Yeah, man, you were talking about first base, right?
Even came back and swiped the base anyway.
Okay, well, as long as you pass the bag, you treat it as you hit the bag. It's got to be a dead ball appeal.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
They
Yep.
didn't even challenge
looks like
it.
he stepped on his ankle more than his
Hold on.
Achilles.
And they're not even going to appeal.
Not even
That's
challenging it.
horrible.
Horrible.
You got to do an appeal there at least. But can't do it after you throw a pitch.
Nope. But if you miss first base going by, you've got to treat it as an appeal. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt as touching.
Does he just get to have to throw a ball over there? Or
Yeah,
something?
you just step on the rubber, step off, tell them what you're doing, throw over.
Yep. Used to see that a lot more back in the day, but you don't see that a lot now.
Touch
Has-
the
has-
Back
base.
in the day, you used to have coaches that watch that stuff.
Has he already made a pitch since then now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just called it throwing. I missed the bag.
That's a moot point there then on that deal.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's all right. It'll be all over YouTube later.
Yeah, well.
Top three NFC teams. Michael Peterson. In order.
Oh boy,
Top 3 NFC teams.
top 3. Number 3, the Jerryland.
Well, can we just get to that in a minute? Since Alex asked about the college football thing, he might be still waiting for us to talk
Okay.
about that. You want to get to that?
Oh yeah, do
What
that.
was he asking question now?
Well, this is about the committee. Their top rankings. They've got Georgia number 1,
Oh,
Alabama number 2, Michigan
Okay.
State number 3, Oregon number 4, Ohio State number 5, Cincinnati number 6.
Wow.
Oh, God. Cincinnati should
Cincinnati,
be 4 or
Cincinnati,
something
we
like
got
that.
Cincinnati behind Ohio State.
Yes.
No.
And Notre Dame is probably number 7.
Whoa. Well, where's Michigan State?
3.
3.
Okay.
Notre Dame is 10th.
10th? I don't
Oh,
like
yeah,
this
Did you
game.
know that far down?
Wow, they're not pushing people around anymore. What,
All right, wait a minute.
Wake Forest number 8, 7.
Give me those top 6 again.
Okay, now this is the committee. This is
Right.
the playoff committee. Number 1 is Georgia. Number
Okay.
2, Alabama. Number 3, Michigan State. Number 4, Oregon. Number 5, Ohio State. Number 6, Cincinnati.
Is number 7 by chance?
Tim, do you have that?
Wake
I do,
Forest. Is number 7? Who's 7?
Michigan over an undefeated Oklahoma and undefeated Wake Forest.
What
Michigan.
the hell?
I don't
What
like
the
Wake Forest at the top. I wouldn't like Wake Forest up there
And then
anyway.
Notre Dame.
All right, but come on now, Harris. You got to admit this though. You got to take Michigan out of the top 10 right there.
Oh, I agree.
Come on.
My top five in this order, I have Georgia, Cincinnati, Michigan State, Oregon, Oklahoma. That's my 5.
You see, I can't put
That's not
Oregon
fair.
in front of Oklahoma.
And where do you have Alabama? How far do
they-
you have them?
Alabama, I have them 6 or 7 right now.
Okay.
Okay, Tim.
Ohio State's behind them.
How would your top 4 go, Tim?
I hate doing this. Like, I mean, okay, so Georgia definitely number 1. Okay, agreed.
Okay.
Michigan
number 2.
State's got to be at least top 4. 3, yeah.
It don't
But
matter.
like Cincinnati's got to be like number 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's 3, and then who's your other?
I mean, Oklahoma's not been the best on the eye test, even though they're undefeated.
Right.
And then Wake, I mean, good Cinderella story right now, but like, I agree. Oregon at least has to be ahead of Ohio State because they beat them.
Right.
This looks like the message is they're not interested in Oklahoma.
No, they're not.
Keith, your top 4 right now.
I kind of like what Tim said. I mean, Michigan State, Cincinnati should be in there, and Georgia, and it's hard not to put somebody like Oklahoma in there right now. I don't.
I agree. I'm with you guys on that one.
I wouldn't be
I'm with you guys.
against putting Alabama up there later in the year if somebody else loses,
Yeah.
but
Well,
But
keep
right
in
now-
mind, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I made the comment, these writers, this committee, will figure a way to get Ohio State and or Alabama as a one-loss team into the playoffs because of their following, and they're going to sell tickets. Period.
You're right.
That's
You're right
all
there.
they're looking at. They're not looking for the best team. They're looking for the best moneymaker.
Right.
Yeah.
And I understand. That's why I was asking each person individually who they thought the top 4 were. Michael, who do your top 4?
Georgia to me is number 1. I say Oklahoma's 2, since I've watched Oklahoma about 2 or 3 times, and
Okay,
they're a
number
good
3.
they're a good football team. The rest, Michigan State, yes, and I'd make Oregon number 4.
Okay. All right. So you leave Cincinnati out. You leave Wake Forest.
Yeah,
out.
I have to.
Okay. I got you. I'm going to be like this, guys. Cincinnati has beaten everybody they've been up against. If it had been Texas San Antonio, it had been Coastal Carolina. See, if Coastal Carolina right now was undefeated, I wouldn't even be mentioning their name. But they have beaten Notre Dame. They have beaten Notre Dame. They got thrown to the Wolves, and they beat their asses. And I'm like this about it. Until they get beat, they're a top 4 team. That I'm sorry. Georgia, playing in the top conference out there, they're number 1. So I'm going to go number 1 with them. If Michigan State runs a gambit, they run the table. They beat Ohio State. They beat do they play Penn? They don't play Penn State, but they would play either Minnesota or an Iowa in the championship game. It beat these teams. They're number 2 in the country, in my opinion. Number three, I got to go with Oklahoma. Oklahoma, to me, they've done enough to stay above water, and they've played 2 quarterbacks. You can't do that very often and stay afloat without tripping over your own self somewhere along the way. I still think they may get beat. I think they're a team waiting to fall to give somebody a one-loss team like an Alabama a chance. To me, the number 4 team has got to be Cincinnati. Let's see. Cincinnati would be my number 4 team. So I've got Georgia,
Michigan State,
Oklahoma, and then Cincinnati. Now, my number 5, people ain't going to like it, but I don't care. If Wake Forest is not going to beat Alabama, if you meet them anywhere in the country, so I'm going to put Wake Forest behind them. You put Alabama, send them anywhere. Send them to Ohio State. They're going to beat the hell out of Ohio State. Send them to Michigan. They're going to beat the shit out of Michigan. Send them to Oregon. They're going to beat the shit out of Oregon. There's not a better one-loss team out there than Alabama. Then I'm looking at all the undefeateds, and there's not one of them that can beat Alabama. Alabama's my number 5. They're going to work their way in there. You're right. You're exactly right, Harris. They're going to work their way in there, but they're still the best one-loss team out there. Now, my problem is going with the Big Ten. You got Iowa. You got yourself Penn State. You got not Penn State. You got Ohio State, Iowa, and Michigan. Iowa's lost 2 now, so not so much them. Ohio State lost to Oregon. That's got to mean something. So you got to put Oregon in front of Ohio State. I'm sorry.
What does he think of that call? Oh, I don't know, but yeah.
Where do you put Notre Dame?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one right there.
I've got Notre Dame. I've got 9 right now.
9.
Somewhere. I like them right there, pretty close to Ohio State. I think they can give Ohio State a run for their money. I don't think they're going to beat Ohio State, though. I think they're better than Michigan. I think they're better than Michigan. I think they're a better team. Don't they play each other?
What, Ohio State, Michigan? Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah. So when they do, I think they'll have their chance. Not Ohio State. Does Notre Dame play Michigan?
I don't think so. They would have played probably earlier.
But I think they're a better team. I think Notre
Do you
Dame.
want to know what the semifinal bowl games are, where they're going to be played?
Yes.
It's the Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl
And
on December 31st.
The championship, is that at Fiesta? Is that out in Arizona?
No, it's actually at Lucas Oil.
Yeah, they just called the bowl championship series game now.
Oh, okay. So they don't even. They have it in different places. So it's going to be in Indiana this year.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Indianapolis. I tell you, once you get outside the top 5 or 6, then you just start to say, okay, I like this one, then this one, then this one. But to me, 5 is Alabama. 6, I think it's hard pressed not to put Oregon 6th. They beat they beat Ohio State, and Wake Forest just does not have quite the resume. Now, if they can go undefeated, if they go run the table and go undefeated and go 12-0, they got to be inside the top 8. And I'm not sure.
If you compare the resume of Wake Forest versus Cincinnati, which one is more impressive, and how do those 2 teams match up against each other?
Wake Forest has still got to play. They've still got to play, I think, Notre Dame.
Okay.
Mhm.
If they beat Notre Dame, wow.
I mean, does
They got
Cincinnati earn that position more than Wake Forest based on what the two teams have accomplished?
But Wake Forest playing Notre Dame does not hurt Wake Forest as far as the ACC goes because Notre Dame's not a ACC team this year.
right. But what I'm saying is, look at who they've played compared to Cincinnati. I mean, Wake Forest, if they beat,
Oh yeah.
which I think they lose this week. I think it becomes a moot point this week. But they're playing Carolina, a preseason top 10 team. Wake Forest, preseason top 10 team. They play North Carolina State, who's been inside the top 25 virtually all year. They'll probably have to play a Pittsburgh team in the ACC championship that just got beat, that has the number one passer in the country.
Well, let's face it, the ACC is the weakest Power 5 conference in the league this year.
No
Yes.
doubt.
Oh, bar none.
No doubt about that. But I'm putting Wake Forest up against Cincinnati, though, and who they've played. I'm not sure Wake Forest, if they go undefeated, they won't pass Cincinnati. But that's down the road. I mean, they got 5 more games. So.
I mean, Cincinnati does have the Notre Dame win in their column.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they've got showing for themselves. They cannot lose and they can't triple up. But I'm with everybody else. I think that they will end up falling out of the top 4. I think they will.
All right. So I got a fun fact here. I'm looking at the game times for all the New Year's Day bowl games. Why in the blue Hades would you start the Fiesta Bowl at 10 a.m. Pacific time?
Because you have morons making a schedule.
Begs the question.
You wanted the answer, I gave it to you.
Yeah. I mean, they'd be better off playing Monday night after the freaking Sunday. And then again, there's probably Monday Night Football on
And
January.
Harris
2nd.
heard that directly from Elvis Presley himself. So that
Harris got that 3 days ago before he left. That's right.
All right. So,
My goodness. Lock of the week. Let's go back to locks of the weeks last week. Rob, Tim, and Keith.
with the Bengals.
Yeah, we went with the Bengals last week, and that was not a very damn good pick. Harris
Well,
went
it
with
was a good
the
pick.
Bills.
It's because they didn't.
Oh yeah, it was a great pick. They just sucked ass. That's right. Matt with the Buccaneers, and they ended up flipping and folding. And Harris went with the Bills, so Harris gets to lead the troops tonight. First off, let's just go to the pros. We'll just go to pros and be your lock of the week with the points. Who are you going with? You can't go with Washington. They actually got the damn week off, so we don't have to worry about them losing next week.
then again, the bye week's a 2-point favorite on the WTFs.
Yeah, right.
I am going to take, and I hate doing this because I'll never take them. I'm going to take Baltimore coming off the bye.
All right, he's going to take Baltimore and give up the 5.5. Harris's lock is Baltimore. Michael, who are you liking as a lock this week?
That's a lock.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you're going to put $100 on it,
If I'm gonna bet somebody, I gotta look at. I don't. I didn't think I was gonna hear this. Well, I think whoever's playing Jacksonville.
Buffalo.
The Bills.
Oh, that's it.
the Bills,
13.5.
You'll give
The
up
Bills.
you'll go give up 13.5 and on
Oh yeah, 13. I think it's gonna be a shutout.
we got you
Possibly
locked.
could be.
Tim, what are you liking now? Who's your lock of the week?
I'm debating.
Oh.
I've got 2 that are kind of.
Swanson. with
Only because
9
they're favored. Give me New England -4, I believe it is.
Wow, everybody going a different way here. I like it.
I like it too. There was another one that I had that hopefully somebody takes. But
And
if
I'm
not,
going to take it
New
up.
England's 3.5, Tim.
New England's
Okay.
3.5 favorites. You'll give it
fair
up.
enough.
Keith,
Fair enough.
me and Keith will take the other one. we go take your other game. Keith, go for it.
Even though this is kind of a large spread, I'm going to go with Dallas and give the 7.5.
I got you.
Rob is not one of them. Let's see if Rob maybe
Oh,
gets the other
Rob
one.
will take the one you're talking about there, Keith. Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me flip a page because it's one of the later games we talked about. Because
Well,
we're talking about the Packers here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the one I was debating. Yep.
I'll give up 2.5 points, and I'll give it to the Chiefs. And I think by halfway through the first quarter, this game, not over with, but they're going to beat them. I really do. I just think this is a team that's playing like it's got a defeatist attitude to them. The Chiefs are a sad team right now to watch. All you got to do is look at their mentality when they're in the huddle. And you're on offense. You've got the football, folks. You're going that way. You're going to try to score. And they're like, they do, man. They look like they've never won a game in their life. You're a Super Bowl champion 2 years ago.
Sort of like the Houston coaches or the Tennessee coaches staff, staying on the sideline.
Yeah. Lost, man. Lost.
I don't think he changes expressions regardless.
Really lost, man. I'm telling you. Biggest
Pittsburgh would have been my honorable mention, though.
Okay. Highest rated team in college this week of the top 25 that's going to get beat. We're not going to worry about point spreads. The highest
I got to look at the ranking.
the highest rated team that you think is going to get beat. Let's see. Keith went with a rated team. He went with a rated team. Oh, wow. He went with the rated team.
Yeah, just go.
Is Indiana going to beat Michigan straight up, though? If not, let's see. North Carolina, Wake Forest is the next one.
No, Indiana's not going to win straight up.
How about North Carolina, Wake Forest? Wake Forest is number 10.
I got North Carolina winning that game.
So you think that's the highest? That's the highest
Yeah.
rated game that you think? Okay, Keith likes that one. Tim, find one up higher in the top 10 than that. Can you find it? No, you got Navy.
Well, then again, no, Tulsa's not going to beat Cincinnati, and Georgia's not going to lose, and Alabama's not going to lose.
Navy against Notre Dame.
No, Navy's not going to beat them.
They're not gonna beat them.
You know what? How about this? Maybe because it's on the road, and maybe there could be a slip up. That'd be a big upset. But what about Washington over Oregon?
Washington, okay, but you took the Oregon team and you took minus 6.5.
All right, so but I have to go with my pick. What I picked.
Yeah, go
Okay.
on at least.
All right, then I'd have to almost stay tied then with the.
And go with that Carolina pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Harris, what do you think? Is anything above anybody above Wake Forest? Anybody above number 10 gonna get beat this week?
I don't have the numbers in front of me. You got them in front of you.
Let's see.
Well, you could take Oklahoma State. Their number against West Virginia on the road. You could take Auburn on the road at Texas.
No. You got to go top 10.
You got to. We try to get somebody even higher than
top 10 is only.
We're trying to find somebody that's going to beat your number 10 team. Keith.
I thought you just said highest ranked.
Yeah, well, the highest ranked, but we want to see if anybody wants to go any higher than that. Harris, do you think Navy can beat Notre Dame?
No.
Let's see who else you got. You got Nebraska, Ohio State. You took Nebraska, but
that could be the trip-up game. That could happen.
So you want to?
I would take that. Yes.
Okay.
What would the payout be for taking Missouri to beat Georgia if they were to pull that up?
If Missouri beat Georgia straight up,
yeah,
it would probably pay 6.5 or 7.5 to 1. So you would probably be putting 100 out there and probably win about 750, something like that. It might even be more than that. It might.
Money line on that has got to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's got to be 38 points, man. 38 straight up. Good Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, for them to cover, it pays what, 95 out of 100. So let's see. Oh yeah, 38 points. You got to. Was it for every 4 points? For every 4 points, it's supposed to be $100, I think. So it's
Give me a
1,000,
minute.
11, 12. It's about 1,100, probably $1,100 or $1,200 you get back off a $100 bet.
Yeah, but they would have to
We
win.
don't have the money line yet. Come on.
I'm looking.
At least on
It's gotta-
Yahoo they don't.
So it's probably 24 to 1. So it pays half that. It pays half of that. 24 to 1 does. But who in the world would put 100 on Missouri? Somebody with a lot of money, because I tell you, I don't see
Right.
that.
So I'm looking at it's plus 1,700 for Missouri,
Right.
and it's minus 100,000 for Georgia.
Yeah.
I got plus 1850.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it's between 1,700 and 1,850 that you're going to win if you put $100 bet on Missouri. And I still say, man, anybody that does that has got to be drinking something I ain't drinking, because they got to go 60 minutes on the road against the best team in the country.
Yep.
And then you got to not only do you have to outplay them, you got to outscore them.
38 and the total is 59 on that game.
Yeah. I would probably go over on the total. I like over on that one because, but my
I'd love to parlay that one.
yeah, over, but that still wouldn't make you $1,800 like it would be taking Missouri. That would, I mean, you would have to have somebody spaced out on some serious drugs to go in and get $100 and say, "Oh, I think I like Missouri in this game." Oh, okay. Oh man. I mean, really, I'm looking. I would take Tulsa over Cincinnati and give it straight up before I would do that with Georgia, just due to the fact I know Georgia's got the #1 defense in the country, and I know Cincinnati's #2 in the country, but still, I would rather have Tulsa's fighting chance against.
Well, you
Cincinnati
should
than I have
see the look I got last week when I went up and put the money on Navy.
They looked
Well, I
at
went up to the window and bet Navy to win last week, and the guy looked at me like I was nuts. When I came back, he just shook his head.
4 hours later.
Yep, he was still sitting there.
What'd you get? Plus 30?
No, I took the 11. So I got 200 got me 195 back or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of this, not to bring up something like over under, but the Toledo Eastern Michigan game over under is 54, and they're already at 38 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
How much? 10
Should have been
minutes to go in the
54 at
second
halftime.
quarter?
Yes,
And what's
it's
the
21-17.
right now? 21-17.
Yes,
38 points, and the over-under is 48.
54.
Oh, 54, it don't matter. My goodness, if they don't fall asleep in the first half, well, here.
Yeah,
Which game is that?
that is Toledo and Eastern Michigan.
Is it on ESPN?
It's on ESPN2. This is the time where the MAC starts getting those Tuesday, Wednesday games so they can get their little shine.
I'm with Keith and Tim. North Carolina straight up beats Wake Forest. I can't find nobody else in the top 10 that will. I think it's the highest up. I can't go in Nebraska. I can't. Ohio State came out that well last week against Penn State. I realized they won by 9. They cannot trip up against Nebraska. Yeah, they may not cover, but to be straight up win, I just can't go with Nebraska. What about you, Michael? Who's your highest one to go up against a team up in the top 25 to pull the upset, to outright win?
It's not. I don't think it's any of the top 6.
Okay.
Oregon 7, no. Notre Dame's going to beat Navy. Oh,
Can Indiana
No.
pull the upset and actually beat Michigan?
No,
Okay, North Carolina's favored anyway. But
I know, but I still like Wake Forest. I
Okay.
don't know.
Oklahoma State.
You
West
know
Virginia.
what? The team I would say Mississippi. The team that's playing Mississippi,
Liberty.
because I took the old
You took-
Rebels,
You took Liberty.
Texas A&M. I'm sorry, Liberty.
Liberty. Yep, I got you.
Liberty.
All right, so we'll put you as the lock of the week, Liberty. That would be something. That would be a program changer there. That would, to really change the program down at Liberty. They've got 2 losses this year already, I think. But
Yes,
still,
I know.
For them to go down to Ole Miss, Hugh
And
Freeze.
beat 'em.
Yeah, Hugh Freeze going down there. Wouldn't that be something? Especially after
be fun.
Oh my goodness! Talk about somebody can have some fun. You kidding?
Oh.
Hugh Freeze goes down to Mississippi, and if they win, then they slide back by Jacksonville, and he has a little fun with what's his name in Jacksonville on the way home. Yeah.
So Rob, something
Would you-
interesting.
Yeah.
So Marshall is leaving Conference USA to go to the Sun Belt.
Okay.
I heard
You think maybe there's
yeah,
a
I
little
heard that.
exchange, maybe, of Liberty going to Conference USA, maybe?
Liberty. I thought they just too. Yeah. I want to say they're in James Madison or something now.
Go.
I'm not sure.
Hit and
I
run.
forgot who it was.
Uh-oh.
But there's a bunch of
Uh-oh.
No. You're about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of me.
Who, me?
Yes, for the baseball.
yeah.
game.
because you went
Brantley
and
in front
then
of Middle Tire.
as soon as went, then Tim went
Yep. No. No, as soon as he says that, I can switch the channel and still see the play.
Oh, I got you.
Same here.
You got to get caught up on that one. Yeah, that's cool.
No, it can't. It's he's either got the SD feed or he's got a quicker feed to his for his satellite.
It's not even a satellite. It's just regular television.
Was that on
What
that
have
long
you
fly ball to
Have
left?
Yeah.
you got Dish Network or cable?
No.
Just antenna,
Fire Stick.
Fire Stick. Okay, yep, that would do it.
Oh.
That's why I was watching the hockey games.
What about you, Tim? Tim must have Dish Network.
Nope, I got Uverse.
University.
I got Xfinity.
Yeah, nothing.
I just got Xfinity cable too, Comcast. That's what I got. Then Keith.
I watch YouTube TV.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we all got something going on, a little different.
Yeah. My
So-
problem is, and Michael, you probably watching ESPN Plus on your Fire Stick, right?
On the Fire Stick. When
Yeah,
I find it.
I
When
don't.
I find it.
All right, I'll say this though. It's probably decent, but like I have NHL Network, so I don't feel the need to get ESPN Plus for the NHL games. I mean, it's fine if you wanted to.
No, I'm watching it on the Fire. I was watching it on the Fire Stick, and I
Hey,
was
what are
watching
you
it
doing?
on.
Did you take a nap on us?
Ken said you still going? That's staying power. Yeah, well, usually on Tuesday night we keep going about 9 o'clock, something a little later. Once in a while.
Last week we got almost 3 hours.
We wrapped up early tonight because the games this week, I don't know, they're okay, but they're nothing like they were last week.
Right.
We got some good weeks coming up. We had a lot of teams that are taking buys this week. That means a lot too.
I still don't like that the Browns can't get a bye week until the first week in December. That's
a little
garbage.
late. That's a little late. Keith,
Shouldn't they all get their bye weeks like somewhere between weeks 8 and 12 or something? You know, kind of like
Looks
right in
like
the
it
middle.
would.
Before Thanksgiving week should be the last bye week.
yeah.
Let's get rid of the bye week altogether.
Keith,
Remember though, Harris, if you remember a certain time period, there were 2 bye weeks.
Yeah.
I remember
A couple seasons.
Yeah.
when we had the 31
World Series
teams.
over, or we go to a game 7. What are you thinking?
I don't.
It's scoreless now in the 3rd inning.
He was
So
a pretty good pitcher. I think it goes to a game 7.
Tim,
you know what, Harris, you got your decider die.
Yeah, right here.
Go ahead and roll it.
The dot for Houston.
Okay. The dot will be that Atlanta wins tonight.
And I have a dot.
Okay, so then Atlanta
It's
wins.
over. It's over, Rob. It's all over.
Who you taking?
I'm going to take Atlanta. If you remember, I originally had Atlanta in 5.
Right.
You taking them in 6 now? Michael,
I,
what do you
I,
think?
I was-
Yeah, I want to see Atlanta win. I still think that the Braves have the better pitching staff over Houston. I really do. If they can get away with an opener and do what they did the other night, I just can't see it. Jamie Wright,
No.
76 pitches.
Not Jamie Wright. You're thinking of a guy who pitched in the 90s.
Yeah, I know.
For
I'm trying.
Cleveland, wasn't it?
He did pitch for Cleveland for a little bit, yeah.
Yes.
Pitched for the Brewers mostly. Oh,
Who was
pitched for
that?
different teams.
hold on.
I-
We're talking about
Did Jimmy Wright
I
start
think
one of
it's
those game
over.
7s for Cleveland?
No. I don't think he
World
did.
Series game 4?
Oh, Rob, you remember a couple weeks ago you'd asked about the what they're doing with Progressive Field. They started today taking down that Indian sign on the scoreboard. They're not finished with it yet, but they're starting. And I think if you follow one of the Cleveland news stations, you might be able to see a live feed of it.
wow.
And
that's
Houston's going to the bullpen.
So we
That's
got
You
Ken
still-
Castro that comes in here just to tell us he muted us.
Yeah, I know it. Watch this.
Watching hockey and playing a game. Okay.
I'm going to say it goes game 7. I'm with Keith. I think this is a 7-game series. I still think Houston wins it all. Houston at home is a far different team than they are on the road. They got better trash cans and they got better sticks. So,
Was
Wow.
Yes, Tim, you know the story about the roller derby team in Cleveland, right?
Yes, I do, and I'm
I
sure
knew
they'll work
about
something
that
out
about-
where they'll change the name to like the
6 weeks ago, I knew about it. I posted it. I knew there was going to be a problem.
Well, of course
Ken, do you
there
have any
was.
questions for Harris now that he's back at home? He's sitting here waiting for your inquiry.
Harris has been waiting with bated breath by the sideline, just waiting for Ken Castro's question, which is, it's not going to be football related, but it could be a question anyway. Let's see what's going to happen. Here.
He's got us muted. He can't hear it.
Oh, he cares.
He just posted, "Love you guys laughing out loud."
He hears us. He hears us.
So
Post
your
a question.
question earlier, before we went to college football, was the top 3 NFC teams right now? Is that what you
Yes.
were asking?
Yep, I asked.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Keith.
That's just what I do, Ken.
Yeah, Keith, your top 3 NFC teams right now.
Oh, I didn't finish that.
In order?
3-1 or 1-3 or however we want to do it.
2, 3, 1, or 1.
Oh, well, let's
Yeah,
see.
you do it that way if you want to. 2, 3, 1. Be exclusive. Be one of a kind. Doesn't matter. Hey,
Yeah, I still have a little bit of doubt about the Cardinals. The Rams, maybe. I think Dallas and Tampa would each be one, even though Tampa just lost a game.
all right.
And I guess I'd have to go with Green Bay right now as the third one.
So your number 1 is
So my number 1, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay because of their defense.
and then Dallas number 2 or Green Bay number 2.
I'm going to go with Dallas number 2 just because I think their defense. I'd have more doubt about Green Bay's defense, and
You'll take
Dallas
Green Bay.
does have a lot of weapons on offense. So I'm going to go.
You'll
With,
take Green Bay number 3.
yeah.
All right, Tim.
Oh, all right. Just because I don't want to be a repeat,
No,
Give me
but
Tampa Bay
you would
number
go
1.
that way. You
I
would go.
was almost going to, but I think I'm going to put in somebody else for number 3.
Okay.
Give me the Cowboys at number 2, and because they've added Von Miller, give me the Rams at 3.
All right.
Okay.
Harris.
I got Green Bay 3, the Rams at 2, and the Cowboys at 1.
Wow. I can't leave Tampa out. Tampa is the defending champ. somebody's going to have to play Tampa in the NFC Championship. I still think that. So I'm going to have them as number 1. Number 2,
Yeah, can just stick with that, and don't
number
lose
two
confidence.
right now, I'm going to have it Rams at number 2. And number 3, I'm going to have it Cowboys. I think the Cowboys straight up anywhere would beat the Green Bay straight up. I like the Rams just because of what they picked up. Keith, AFC top 3.
All right, let me think.
And you have the option to pass to Tim if you care to, because Tim's right there. Got his number 1, 2, and 3. And
right.
I'm just bullshitting you.
See, I actually think the NFC is a better conference than the AFC, and it seems like
There's
a lot
no
of
doubt.
people
I think they got 4 or 5 teams better than their best team.
Yeah,
in the
so
AFC.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
to go with a top 3. I think Buffalo is definitely one of them.
Okay.
I don't really think, even though they're in last place, the Browns might be the best team in that division. But it's kind of hard to put them in the top 3 when they're down in last place in their division.
And they came
The Titans with the running back were probably there, but without him, they're
Right.
not probably there. So I guess, even though I think they're kind of in a little bit of a slump right now, I'd probably think the Chargers are up there.
So you gonna give him number 3?
Well, see, I'm trying to think of what my third team is. I'm debating on whether it's the Bengals, the Raiders, or somebody else. I don't have a lot of confidence in the Ravens.
I got you.
It could end up if the Patriots continue to build off of this last game, they might actually be one of the top 3 teams in that conference.
Okay, so
But right now, I'm not going to put them there. I'm not going to put them there yet. I'm going to put
Number
Bills
1.
number 1.
Number 2.
I'm going to put the Chargers number 2,
Goodbye,
and then I'm going to put
Solaire.
the Bengals number 3.
Oh, okay. Wow, that one's pretty good. So you're saying the Bengals straight up against the
That was a bomb.
Over
Mhm.
the train tracks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he took that way deep.
Okay.
Tell you what, if I'm pitching, I hit the next guy in the ear hole.
At this point, you ain't got nothing to lose if they're going to take you out.
Yeah, he did a bat
Yep.
drop and a
And he
couple.
pointed to the dugout. Yeah.
All that
Oh,
shit.
really?
Next guy gets drilled.
The next guy gets drilled.
Astro fans just like
Oh, yeah.
really.
You see,
He wanted
I know-
outside
I know-
and threw it inside.
And-
Depressed look on their
Anthony,
face.
Anthony's all against that, but I'm with you on that. I didn't see it, but if he did bat flip and done a dance and all that,
Well, he
Well,
kind of dropped it, and then he turned to the dugout and was
Yes.
kind of
Oh,
doing
yes.
like
the
this.
psychos are going
Oh, yeah.
crazy in Atlanta.
the next guy would be chasing his teeth. Yeah. Tim, damn right. Tim, top 3, bud.
It's almost you could like throw darts blind and maybe have a good top 3. Give me the Bills number 1.
I got
I'm really impressed with the Patriots.
you. Okay, you go with Patriots too.
And then give me Las Vegas number 3.
Vegas, okay. Harris.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are a team that ask me in another week or 2, I'll probably put them up there.
I'm like everybody else. Buffalo's got to be number 1.
Okay.
Vegas is 2.
Okay.
And even after getting blown out 2 weeks ago, I'm going to go Baltimore 3.
All right. Michael.
All right.
Just an FYI in the NFC, it was Dallas 3, Rams 2, Buccaneers 1.
I got you.
Okay.
Until somebody wins the Super Bowl and takes over Brady, that's the way it should
To
be.
me, it's because of their defense. So, I mean, it just
AFC, Buffalo definitely number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, there's all these teams that are in the same bunch.
bunch of mediocrity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking that why I don't know I'm saying this, but Mahomes is going to rebound and rally,
Wow.
and I'm going to put the Chiefs at number 2.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
And
Wow,
number 3, all you West Coaster with the Raiders, this whole thing with the whole thing that happened today, it's going to send them down. Gruden, Harris, what's next for them? You know, they don't call it the black hole for a reason. Number 3 would be the Ravens.
Ravens. Okay.
the Ravens.
Ravens.
You know
Yep.
what? I'm going to go a totally different route with everybody
You
because
always do.
this week, I kind of wish I could change one of my picks, but I'm not going to do it. I get the feeling the Chargers are going to get beat. And who are the Chargers going to get beat by? Chargers are going to be getting beat by the Patriots right here. I got the Patriots number 1 right now. I don't think nobody number 2. I'm going to put Buffalo right there. Buffalo's number 2. Number 3, I like Baltimore. Baltimore can run the football. They can keep the ball away from everybody. And I tell you what, if I had a number 4, you don't even want to hear it. I'd say Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's been playing out of their mind good, even though they're not that good a team. But they, for some reason, they show up every week and they just beat whoever.
Yeah,
in
that's
front
what
of
they
them.
always do.
Yeah.
I still got Tennessee. I still got Tennessee in that 4 hole.
Okay. Tennessee now, you see, the thing of it is, once they lose their running back, that's kind of like
AJ Brown's got to step up.
Then, well,
Huge.
We're going
see what
to
happens.
see what kind of passing game they really do have.
Right.
Yeah,
Tannehill's a little too mistake prone, I think, to be.
I think AFC South is just going to be a springboard to whoever wants to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't like Jacksonville. I definitely don't like Houston. Indianapolis, my God, all you had to do was watch that idiot Wentz this week. Oh, my Lord. I would have benched him after that throw.
He threw it with his offhand.
The 4-yard interception. Actually, it was a 2-yard return because it was 2 yards in the end zone.
Well,
And
he caught it outside of the end zone and he landed right around where the goal line was.
yeah, man. I mean, it looked like a Shaquille O'Neal free throw. I mean, it was sucky looking. It looked terrible. So, yeah.
Actually,
that whole
worst free throw
AFC
stroke
South.
I've ever seen.
AFC
But the guy that
South,
actually made a decent one was Bill Cartwright. Bill Cartwright had the worst looking stroke, but he made about 67, 68%.
Yeah, his arms were up over his head, and one arm was kind of like on the other
Yeah.
side of his
And he'd
head.
like bring it up and then
Well, it could be a Havlicek.
yeah. Yeah.
But to be fair, for all those people that are, knocking, and if it wasn't so, unmacho to do it, there's a reason why Barry went underhanded because it's a softer touch off the rim.
Just
Oh
ask
yeah,
Bob
and
Cousy.
more consistency.
Did
Yes.
anybody watch Blue Chips? Did anybody ever watch the movie Blue Chips
Yes.
with Bob Cousy? And they who was the
Nick
guy
Nolte.
that actually coached?
There was like Shaq, Anthony Hardaway, Nick Nolte was the coach.
Nick Nolte was a coach. They said prior to them starting the movie, he made 33 in a row. Soon as
Free
they
throws?
soon as he started the movie, what does he do? He misses 2, and then they
He
had
went
to
back.
do a retake. But he made 33 in a row underhanded. Then they say take, and then they start doing it. The first one, okay, he misses it, bounces off the rim, and then the second one bounces off the back of the rim. They said after that he was making them all. That's a guy that can shoot free throws for you. Larry Bird was the same way. Larry Bird, he was 90-something% his career.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Well,
awesome.
There's a list. I want to see like the list of like career 90 percenters.
Craig, what was his name? Shit, he played for the Bulls at one time.
Craig Hodges was a great 3-point
Craig
shooter.
Hodges, he shot about
Craig
94%. I'll tell you somebody else that shot real well. Mark Price.
Definitely,
Price.
yes.
Mark Price was lights out. I used to go down there and go see him play down here at Wake Forest. And I mean, one night, and obviously it was the 3-point line was in a little bit then, but he made 18 threes, I think, or 17. Yeah, he only missed 3. I mean, he just lit the place up. I think he scored 50 something. And
The best
that's rolling.
big
That's
man free throw shooter, Peja Stojakovic. He was a 90%er, I believe, or at least like 89. He was really good. He was almost automatic. But like then you're talking like Steve Nash and Steph Curry and
yeah. And how about the guy that played for for Detroit? Dallas, the Mavericks, Nowitzki.
he wasn't that. He wasn't a 90%er, I don't think.
He wasn't. Okay.
No, let me look up Dirk's, free throw
You are a
percentage.
90% free throw shooter, Calvin Murphy.
Yes,
Calvin Murphy was. Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He
He
was
played for
good.
the Rockets. He played for the
Right.
Rockets. And in fact, folks, oh yeah,
to be fair,
it's time for you to speak up now because
How good was Hornacek at free throws?
Hornacek was a pretty good free thrower, but he wasn't quite as he was quite the free throw shooter that some of the other guys on his team were. Like Stockton was better. Stockton was a better free throw shooter.
Dirk's at almost 88%. So you're right. I didn't think it was that high.
Who was that?
Dirk Nowitzki's about
he was good.
87.9.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was a good free throw shooter, definitely.
I've got the 81-82 set of Status Pro Basketball, guys. Status Pro Basketball, and we're going to play it on the channel. I want the 2 teams you want to see play, preferably an Eastern Conference and a Western Conference team. Now, this was prior to Boston and the Lakers really being really good. This is when 81-82, I want to say, is when the Seattle was good. Sixers were really good too. Sixers had Andrew Toney. They had underneath Malone. They had Dr. J. I mean, this team was stacked, so they were really good. If you want 2 sucky teams, just let me know, and we'll put the 2 worst teams out there and play each other.
I'll tell you what. The one of the sucking teams could be the Cavs. They were 15-67 that year.
I think he won 16 games that year. Yeah, I think he won 16.
15.
What year you have?
67.
81-82.
Yeah, I'm looking this up now.
What year did Maurice Cheeks start playing?
Cheeks was he was with them too. He was with the Sixers. They had a hell of a
Maurice
team.
Cheeks started in 79.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Celtics had Bird. They had McHale. They had Parrish, Cornbread Maxwell. They had a good team. They had a real good team.
Did the Nets have
19
when they first joined the league?
Do what?
Were the Nets good when they first joined the league from the ABA?
The ABA.
In this season, they were 44-38.
70. It was in early 70s when they did join the league. This is 81-82.
San Diego Clippers were 17-65. Cleveland Cavaliers were 15-67.
Yeah, 15.
Woo-hoo.
Okay. Yeah, they were really bad. And then check out the Denver Nuggets, and then check out the scoring leaders for that team.
Denver was 46-36.
Yeah, but then go look at the individual stats. They had 3 guys averaging 20 points. They averaged 124 a game, but they averaged giving up 125 a game.
Yeah.
That was their problem. They gave up 125 points every game, but scored 125. 24. They had Dan Issel. They had
Hold on.
English.
Alex English. They had
Vandaway.
Kiki Vandaway, and then they had T.R. Dunn.
T.R. Dunn.
What did T.R. Dunn do? T.R. Dunn as a guard. T.R. Dunn as a guard led the team in rebounding for like 40 games, which is crazy for a guard to lead the team in rebounding.
6.8 rebounds a game. Wow.
T.R. Dunn?
Yeah.
Yeah, he led the team in rebounding 40-some games because they made so many shots. He got a lot of offensive boards. But he was what, 6? How tall was he? T.R. Dunn was like 6'6", 6'7", I think. He was a guard.
6'4".
6'4", 192.
6'4". Okay, he
He
wasn't a
was
small
50
guy. Then.
rebounds behind Issel.
Do what?
He was 50 rebounds behind Issel, who led the
Yeah.
team.
And
Wow.
Issel was a center. Dan
Mhm.
Issel was a center.
Yep.
And Issel
Dan
got
Issel.
50 more rebounds than Dunn did for the season. Think about that. That's one, not even one more a game. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Here's a name, Glenn Gondrzik.
So
Oh my God.
we'll get this game going on the channel, guys. We're gonna get it. I gotta have it on the table because it's such an open type game. I'm gonna be playing with fast action cards. I'm gonna take 30 out of the deck. It says take 20 out. I'm gonna take 30 out because I've been playing too many I've been playing 140 point games, just freaky bad. So I'm going to try to make it where it's right around 100, 110 points at the most, if I can. I think it's.
You mean the
should be a
more
lot of-
cards, the less the score?
Do what?
The more FACs, the less the score?
No. If I take more out, the less they'll score.
Oh,
See, I'm
okay.
gonna take some. I'm
You were
taking,
right.
Number of
I'm
cards.
taking some out of the deck. You're supposed to take 20 out anyway. For
That's the
free.
ones you use for free throws and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take an extra 10 out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take an extra 10 out. So, I'm looking forward to doing this. If you have a favorite player back in the 1980s, 81, 82 era, get in touch with me. Ken says the 76ers definitely should be playing. If I do,
I think the Spurs should be playing.
Spurs, you like the
Ice-
Spurs?
In that year, isn't that Ice Gervin?
Yeah.
Yep.
George
They
Ice
were number
Gervin?
one in the West for that year.
Yeah, well, yeah, your division winners were San Antonio, Boston, Milwaukee, and the Lakers.
Yeah,
There you
Lakers
Okay.
were packed.
So,
Lakers
Michael,
had Magic. Lakers had Kareem. Lakers had what's the guy's name that played forward?
Cooper, was Worthy, Cooper, Michael Thompson,
Scott.
Byron Scott,
Michael Cooper,
AJ Green,
or AC Green. Yeah.
AC Green, AC Green.
Yeah, no, not AC. This is before AC Green. This is before Worthy. This was
Well, you had Mitch Kupchak was on the team.
no. This is a black guy. This is a guy.
Goodrich.
No. What was his name?
What
Talking
team?
about the Lakers?
Okay. While you're looking this up, there's a fun trivia question of the last
Eddie
player
Jordan?
to wear 23 before Michael Jordan in Chicago, and he was on the 81-82 Spurs. His name is Mike Bratz.
Really?
On the Spurs, on the
With the Bulls.
Well, okay, so he wore 23 with the Spurs, and then he wore 23 for the Bulls as well before Jordan.
Oh,
The last player to wear 23 before Jordan.
Okay.
So that's always a fun. And he also played for the Cavs too. So he was a journeyman, but
So we got 82, 83 Sixers. We'll play them. Let's give you a good rundown of 82, 83 Sixers. Earl Cureton, Andrew Toney, Moses Malone, Mike Bantam, Julius Erving, Maurice Cheeks, Mark Iverson,
Irving. Sorry.
Clint Richardson, Mark McNamara, Bobby Jones, Franklin Edwards. So that team pretty well stacked.
can we be like Ice Cube and mess around, have somebody beat the Supersonics?
Have
The
somebody,
Supersonics were a good team in that.
They
If you want
were.
East and West,
yeah, we can do that. We can go to Supersonic. We can go with the Sonics.
because
they
you had
were
downtown Freddie Brown, you had
82,
Jimmy
83,
Johnson.
the Rockets were 14 and 68. How about that? The Rockets were bad.
Well, that was the one draft that they used to get Elijah on.
Let's see.
Or the next year's draft they used to get Elijah on.
Yeah. After this, right? After he was a pick after this. Yeah, they got him first. Let's go 82, 83. Let's get to Western Conference out of here. Here it is. There's 81, 82. There's 82, 83 Bucks. They were good too. 82, 83. Here's the Lakers. What's your guy's name that I'm trying to think of? Jamal Wilkes.
There you
Jamal-
go. That's him. Yep.
That's who I was trying to think of. Sonics. Okay. Just a good old 56-26 record, so it's not bad at all. Let's see who they got.
I'm
So
looking at them
go to
now.
Sonics. We'll go to Sonics against Sixers. Fred Brown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll go with who is
You
next?
should have Jack Sigma as well.
James Donaldson as a center, and then John Gregg. He's a big forward. They got some guys who can
And
really.
the shooting guard was David Thompson.
Steve Halls. All these guys as centers and forwards. I mean, all they are is rebounding machines. These guys are. Let's see who else we got. Greg Kelser, another big guy. Mark
Yep, he was
Radford.
Magic's running buddy at Michigan State.
Mark Radford. Lonnie Shelton.
Wait,
Now, was
so
this
they-
82, 83 or 81, 82?
82-83. We got Jack
Okay.
Sigma.
Yep.
He must have almost led the league in rebounding. He was 33 on there. My goodness, that's really good. Let's see who else we got there. David Thompson.
Mhm.
And who else have we got? Phil Smith. And Danny Vrains.
Oh, that was the. Oh, okay.
Gus Williams. So that's the team of the Sonics right there. Now, if you'd rather play somebody else, we certainly can. Does not matter.
The Suns were pretty good that year, huh?
Suns 53-29. I can give you the Suns.
Larry Nance, Maurice Lucas,
Dennis Johnson,
Walter Davis.
Walter Davis.
Alvin Adams.
Yeah, Walter Davis. He could really shoot a 3-pointer too. It looks like.
Well, James
DJ.
Edwards was also on the 89 Pistons. He's on that 82, 83 Suns team.
Who was that?
James Edwards.
Yeah, James Edwards. You're right. Larry Nance. Remember how many dunk contests did he win? I mean, he just.
Like it was only one or two. He won I think he won the inaugural one, but then didn't win anything after that.
Maurice Lucas, was he an all-star more times than he was in rehab? And let's see.
Ooh,
He was in rehab a
Dang.
bunch. Alvin
Only
Adams.
five times All Star for Maurice Lucas.
And, all right, and then look on his what do you call it? See how many times he went to rehab. I bet it was at least 5. Kyle Macy. And then, of course, you got to have somebody named Johnny High. H-I-G.
Yeah.
As soon as we mention that shit. Oh, my God. You could make his shit up. Alvin Scott. Joel Kramer. James Edwards. Yeah, center. Yeah. Rory White and David Thirdkill. That's the Phoenix Suns. Now, let me give you this. Let's give you this Lakers rundown here. This is a pretty bad team here. I mean, Norm Nixon, he had a start all the way across. Magic
Yep.
Johnson, starter all the way across. Jamal Wilkes, starter all the way across. Kurt Rambis was on his team.
Okay.
Billy Ray Bates and Eddie Jordan.
Yeah,
That's a bad team.
16 players they used that year.
How many?
16.
14. I got 14 right there, but
Well,
it's
you probably don't have Cooper and Billy Ray Bates.
I do have Billy Ray Bates. I do have Michael Cooper. Yep.
No, Joe Cooper.
I don't have Joe Cooper now. And then
Yeah, he only played in 2 games.
Okay.
That's fair.
Billy Ray only played in 4.
Right.
Mark Landberger,
Mark
You got him.
Landsberger, got him.
Clay Johnson,
Got him.
Eddie Jordan,
Yep.
Yeah, got Eddie Jordan.
McGee.
Looked like the Nets had a decent
Oh,
team.
wait a minute. Steve Mix had 1 game.
Who?
Mix, M-I-X.
No, we don't have him. Don't have
Okay,
him.
that's who you're missing. Okay.
Yeah. And then let's look at this Nuggets team here. This is just a mean team to look at right here. Billy McKinney. let's see. Does it give points per game? Yeah, it does. 10 points a game. So let's count how many guys have got double figures here and then 20 points a game. T.R. Dunn,
3.
8 points a game. Alex English, 25 a game.
Yep.
Kiki Vanderway, 21 a game. Dan Issel, 22.9, so 23 a game. Kenny Higgs, 7.5 a game. David Thompson, 14.9 a game. Cedric Hodges, whichever, 6.8 points a game. Glenn Gondrezic, 8.3. So these guys on the bench, it's not like they're playing 2 points a game. They're scoring. Dave Robish, 12.8 a game. James Ray, 3.1, and John Roche, 4.8. So everybody on that team was a scorer, man. I mean, that's just.
The funny thing is like everybody replays all the good
What's
stuff.
80?
Like,
I'd say 81, 82. My bad there. That's 81.
Okay.
82.
the baseball and such. Why does nobody ever replay the December '83 game between the Pistons and the Nuggets? That's the highest scoring NBA game ever.
I don't know. What year was that? 83?
It was December of '83.
Pistons and Nuggets, huh?
Yes, 186, 184 in triple overtime.
Good
Wow.
night.
Wow.
Yeah.
And even
And the other
even
game is
even when
Go ahead.
Dave doesn't do that. Dave hadn't played that game, has he?
well, and that's going to take 10 years because he's starting and then just going a year.
Yeah, he's in 73 or something now. So
Right. Yeah.
So
The other one that he's going to get to soon, hopefully. Now, I don't think these two teams will make the finals,
right.
but of course, that infamous game 5 or game 6 between the Suns and the Celtics, which, in my opinion, is the best NBA game ever.
I gotcha. Pistons, 82, 83, you say?
It'd be 83, 84.
Oh, okay. I got you 82, 83 right here.
Yeah.
Vinnie Johnson, Bill Laimbeer, Ricky Pierce, Isaiah Thomas, Kelly Tripucka. Let's see what they went. They went 37 and 45, so they actually had a losing record that year.
Yeah, that was Isaiah was in his second year. They didn't have Rodman. They didn't have John Sally. They didn't have. Did they have Dumars?
1, 2.
Dumars.
Got him.
No, they didn't have Dumars either. No.
Okay, so they were still missing a few pieces.
Yeah,
But-
and then the Bulls 82, 83. No, 28 and 54.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dumars didn't get drafted until 85.
Did you say Mike Bratz? Is that what the guy's name you said? Yeah, I
Yes.
said Mike Bratz. Orlando Waldridge,
Mhm.
Reggie Theus,
Yeah,
Quentin Daly, Dave Corzine, Dudley Bradley. I don't even know. He's
I
like
remember Dudley. Oh my! I remember that name.
Dudley Doolittle, not Dudley.
Yeah.
Dudley did a whole.
Dudley do
Yeah.
let's see
Cleveland
how many people are.
Cleveland
Yeah,
Cavaliers,
they weren't.
Indiana Pacers, damn last.
He says once again, only 2 viewers. I'm one of them. Just saying for Ken Castro, seeing us reminisce about time when basketball was on tape delay, or people could hit mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, but you know what? Flip it over to us tomorrow. Flip it over to college and pro football picks, and and looking back and all. And we may even have 100 views. You guys, Keith, Tim, Harris, especially, Michael. I'm not trying to leave anybody out, but these guys have co-host every week with me, and they really have picked this channel up. And I want to tell them thank you. And then Michael, you, and obviously Anthony. Every time he comes on, Matt Sharver. Thanks a lot, guys. You don't know what it means to me for you guys to come on the channel. I
A
appreciate
lot
it.
of fun.
I really do.
It is.
I'm
Now that we fixed Michael's echo, we can.
Oh yeah, shit. Well, Tim, you get
Yeah,
two
there
points.
it is, John Wise.
You-
You're
Tim,
right.
Yes,
Still
John,
having
we did
problems?
do pro picks, John.
Tim should have got two. Tim should have got 2 points for that.
Yeah, John, we done that an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. So let's see what we're gonna do. Did you do pro picks? We did, John. We did. We did, and everybody this week liked. And kudos to your loyal listeners. Yeah, Ken, definitely. Thank you. So, 82-83. Do we go with the Sixers here?
I would say yes.
We'll do that 82-83 instead of the 81-82. Yeah, we got Curitan and all those guys, so we'll do that. Let's put that team to the side. Now we got to find another team to play them. Is it going to be? The Sonics? Sonics were actually better a couple years before that. They really were. San Diego Clippers. No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Sonics.
that's okay. We'll get you a proofreader for your spelling too.
You're fine. Let's see who was it maybe that could give them a run for their money. I mean, obviously we could go anytime you want to go Celtics and Sixers, you could always do that. And that's going to be
You
a
can do that
down.
almost any year you want.
Huh?
You can do that almost any year you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Status Pro ever come out with a hockey game?
Say again?
Did Status Pro ever come out with a hockey game?
I don't know.
No.
I think so. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, they did.
They did?
Status Quo does have a hockey game.
Harris, how was your cruise? He says.
It was nice. I am ready for the next one.
I'm working this week too, Harris, after 18 months. So he's hitting the road. So we got the Sixers here. Definitely got them here. And I got to put another team with them. We got to find another team to go with.
Yeah, matter of fact, status Pro hockey, I do have 7 or 8 seasons. I'd have to go back and see what I got. I have a lot of minor league stuff too that I bought from the guy that sells a lot of that stuff on
Moonlight Graham.
forum.
Oh,
He does. He sells it on eBay, but he also sells it on Delphi.
okay.
Rob, matter of fact, I think I gave you his name and contact when you were looking for that Status Pro.
Yes, you did.
I can't remember his name offhand.
And I don't have it right offhand myself right here in front of me. I do not.
Guys, I got to get going. I haven't gotten anything to eat yet, so I'm going to get going.
All right,
I got to
Tim.
be at work by probably
I'm
7.
sitting here eating pistachio ice cream in front of
There's
you.
nothing wrong with sitting here eating while you're on our channel. Definitely. Tim, Tuesday night. All right, man.
Next week should be, that should be fun.
Have
Yeah.
a good one, my friend.
All right, take care, guys.
Uh-huh.
Brian, that's it. Thank you, Ken.
Who are we going to go with, man? Who are we going to go with against the 76ers?
And he's very fair on his prices, by the way.
He's very fair with his prices.
Oh, absolutely. Everything's PDF. And he does have it. If you send the right price, it's a certain price. If you send the wrong price, because of all the fees and this and that.
I got you.
But yeah, he's very fair.
You guys, I'll tell you what. Let's leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up to the guys in here. Keith, Harris, and Michael. I'm gonna give you 3 teams to pick from, and you guys tell me who you want. The Celtics against the Sixers, the Lakers against the Sixers, or the Nuggets against the Sixers. Keith.
I'd go with the Celtics, I guess.
Celtics. Harris.
Either Celtics or the Nuggets. Yeah.
All right. Michael.
Me? Nuggets.
Nuggets. Well, you got to break your tie then.
Decide or die, Harris.
Harris.
All right. So we go to dot. We go to Nuggets,
Okay.
and we have a dot.
So
All right.
we'll go with the Nuggets. So we'll go Nuggets and Sixers, and we'll play that. We'll play that one. I'll flip a coin and figure out who's going to be the home team. That should be a good one. 82-83, 45 and 37, and they had an A fast break, and they had a D defense against the fast break. So Bulls or Lakers would be good opponents for the 76ers. John, is 82-83 though. Not we're playing early 80s. team. So pre-Michael Jordan, we're doing before Mike was there, and that's who we're going to go
When
with
are you
here.
going to do this, Rob?
Do what?
When are you going to do this?
I'm going to start this in the next couple days.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get it going. My mom and dad.
And true decide or die.
Okay.
There you go.
The six dotted decide or die.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do Nuggets against Sixers. That should be good. That should be a good game. It's
Yeah,
all about, and I'm just going to do one game right now. I'm not going to do a series.
Now I do. Wait a minute. For Ken's sake, I do have a different one here though. This one says right,
Wrong.
left, the star, and then the three dots.
Oh,
I use that one for calling football plays.
Okay. Very cool.
71 is when the Bucks won the title, and then they'd won last year, obviously.
Yeah.
But
71. They won with Kareem. They won
Yeah.
with Lou Alcindor. Yeah, 50 years ago. Yeah,
they were
did.
pretty good though in the 80s too. It's some good teams.
They were good.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were good because they had.
man, he threw that one way high up in the stratosphere.
Was it Pierce
Bucks.
and Moncrief and
Right, because they had guards of 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". They could rebound the ball and take a ball to the hoop.
was it Sidney Moncrief?
Sidney Moncrief, yes. Sidney Moncrief. He played point sometime. He was 6'5", 6'4". He was a big guy. You know, back then,
The Atlantic
6'5".
League, he could have stolen first.
Do what?
This pitcher threw a ball like 20 feet over Maldonado's head and went to the backstop. In the Atlantic League, the rule is that the batter can go and steal first. They were trying that this year.
Rob, how are you handling rest in the upcoming game? Oh, you're talking about the basketball game? This is the way I'm going to handle it. If they're starters and they don't have an underlying secondary thing, I will let them play the majority of the quarters, and we're going to go with the premise this is a game 7. All right,
John.
Night to you, my friend. We're going to go on the premise that they're playing in game 7 and trying to win it all. And they're going to leave it all out there. So the only way they come out is an X factor, or X factor sometimes bench a player for a quarter or whatever. But only one off of each team I play can get X factor benched.
You got way under
Obviously,
that.
Oh, now I get the point at our support our Jabroni network here.
Oh, yeah.
support our Jabroni network. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I found keeping rent in any hoops game I played somewhat difficult. It is. It's tough to. So you almost have to, because once a guy gets into it. But I also do this. I like to double team. I like to play the double team and leave one guy open. You'll add 10 to it. But if somebody like a Dan Issel or a Kiki Vanderway that made 4 or 5 shots in a row, double team his ass and leave.
Hey, Rob, does the StreamYard have a thing where it can just keep moving us around so it can
I don't know. Let's see if we can do that. Let me
screw with Ken's head?
talk about that one. And then,
Well, you're covered up there, Ken.
I am.
Michael, talking about that stealing the base on the wild pitch, they done that 3 years ago. They in the I want to say Eastern League, second half of the year.
I wish I could make them. Let's see if I can make them circle around here. Yeah, wouldn't that be some shit? Or make us flip upside down? My head's already screwed up.
Or rotate, just right, all in different directions. His head's already screwed up. He's gonna
I
have a seizure. You have a bionic brain.
Let's see what I can do.
Every time he's thinking.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't get his head swelling, man.
Ken, were you ever dropped on your head?
Gosh, that, terrible, boys. Terrible.
Well, he's always here. Us knuckleheads.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Let's see what else I can do with some of this shit. Let's see. Oh, it gives me some all kinds of options as far as screening. And then if I want a green screen, I can actually green screen myself back here. And I can have little men jumping up and down doing shit like this if I put a green screen. I'll do
like
that
Minions?
one night. I promise you. I will do that one night. It actually looks like little guys, almost like bugs that'd be jumping out of your head and out of your off your
You
shoulder.
need to get a couple of those things they put outside the stores that have the fan and they kind of blow up. Those streamer people.
It's
So
Oh.
they look like a pecker blowed up, and then they lift the
Yeah.
air and back up again.
Those are
Shit
so
ever.
stupid looking.
They are some.
Did
they
you
got
vote,
eyes on them
Rob?
too. They got eyes.
And then
on them.
and then you,
We say,
and then you need one of those disco balls.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
one of those lights goes bleep.
Uh-oh.
Like a
Bye-bye.
Now what's the score?
5-0.
5-0.
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, I just seen it. 5-0.
Who hit this one?
Did you go vote, Rob?
Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
Yes.
So this could be game.
Houston fans are crying.
Oh, the Braves fans at the ballpark are.
Oh,
It's nobody. Yeah, it's
So
good.
does this have to go down as one of the bigger upsets in World Series history?
Yeah.
No.
Houston's pitching staff was kind of beat up too.
Yeah, they're
I
they're
said
not
Atlanta's staff is better.
they're not a 100-win team. They're not a 100-win team.
No.
And Atlanta won 90. What the hell did Atlanta win? 92?
You know, we've
Yeah.
seen this though. The teams that there's always a team that just seems to catch fire right late in the season,
Exactly.
and then they just go on a tear through the playoffs.
There they go.
Well, it is.
They're
Before
going
the
psycho in Atlanta.
before the playoffs, who was the hot team though? We made fun of them because we said these guys done won 14 or 15 in a row or 17 in a row.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Exactly. They won 17 in a row. They lost one game. They were going to the playoffs. Everybody loved the Cardinals. And I said, look, they got hot 2 weeks too early. And they had they gotten hot
Mhm.
in the playoffs, nobody would have played.
But they were in that round where you couldn't afford to lose a game.
Yeah. They just
They burnt themselves out.
Yeah, they were they in the wild card game too, right?
Yeah, against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And just like the Yankees were. They had one bad day. Bye. See you later. And that's the end of your ass. And they couldn't afford it.
Yeah, well, nationally wild cards, two teams that very well could have won divisions.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And then now, who's gonna be managing some of these teams next year?
Look at San Diego.
San Diego just got their manager, and I'll tell you one thing: I think they're happy with who they got. Bob Melvin.
Bob Melvin.
Oh, they have to.
I never mentioned his
Yeah, I
name.
watched.
on the
They had a
channel.
press
I
conference yesterday.
said they needed somebody who could lay the smackdown on somebody. Bob Melvin is not somebody that you're going to walk over. He's not new school at all, and I think he's a hell of a pickup by San Diego.
Alex, we touched on that. I don't know if you were still here.
But yeah, we've already talked about it. You can go back and actually watch it, Alex.
Okay.
We all kind of gave our top four. Everybody was a little different.
Hey, Harris, do you want a baseball team in Vegas?
Do I?
Yes.
Do you think there should be an MLB team in Vegas?
No.
No.
Why not?
They weren't able to keep a AAA team up 10 years, 5
I
years.
know. I've seen them.
Yeah, they struggle for that, and it's just like the Knights. Okay, they're gonna put asses in seats. Okay, but it's not gonna be locals. It's gonna be all tourists.
Right.
Okay,
And that,
And,
that
you
but
know,
Like me.
eventually they may be able to do a baseball team. But I think in order to do that, they got to get proven with a football team and get proven with a hockey team. The next thing has got to come in there as a basketball team.
Oh yeah.
Take it damn team from Oklahoma City and put them in Vegas right now. Put them in Vegas right now. Tell me they wouldn't sell out 18,000 every night. They would do it. Can you imagine
Even
the
if
Vegas
it
Tumblers
was
or the Vegas Dice or the Vegas
oh yeah,
Rollers or whatever the hell you want to call them? Then
Yeah.
go out there and then bring the baseball team in and then have the whole facility out there. And some nights you even be playing one in another place and both places.
Yeah.
All it takes is this. All it's going to take is Bally's, MGM, and all of them to say, look, all we want is a piece of the pie. We don't want a big, huge piece of the pie. We just want our little piece of the pie. We give tickets away right here at our place. We got hotels set up right here. Then guess what? They all they got to do is get themselves a limo or a taxi, go right down to the ball stadium, and then at the end of the game, 100 taxis or 500 taxis are waiting on people to take them back to the casinos. It's a 10-minute drive. It's so easy that way. It's no hassle. It's for everybody involved. They don't have to worry about a parking lot, so they don't have to worry about none of that garbage.
What sport are you guys talking about right now?
Vegas bringing in a baseball team and Vegas bringing in a basketball team.
Okay.
I said it can happen. It's no problem with it. All they need is enough space to put them in there. They don't have to have all this room for buses. I mean, buses are fine if you're going to have some.
that's like you're talking about no parking. I went by the football stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, that thing. I mean, it's amazing how small it looks. I mean, the reason being, there's, like you said, there's no parking lot.
Yep.
There's nowhere to park for a football stadium. Everybody's got to be basically bussed in.
Now, has anybody ever been to Houston in their life?
Me.
Have you ever been down where the Astrodome is?
Not the Astrodome, Minute Maid Park.
No. Right by the Astrodome down on the south part of the town.
Close to there, I think.
But I'm just saying, when you drove by it, this is what it looked like. It was so far off.
Sorry, Alex.
It was all parking lot. It was like it wasn't in the middle of the parking lot. It was all the way on one side, and you had to park all on one side of it.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like Arlington.
Oh my
Sounds like
God.
Arlington.
It's a quarter-mile walk, man. It's a quarter-mile walk for some people.
That's nothing compared to Globe Life Field.
Really?
They got parking lots all over the place, and you have to walk everywhere. You got to walk at least half a mile to get to the stadium.
And then you go to then if you go to Philly, you're right there on property. Now, of course, you get to pay good $40. You get to pay $40 to park, but
Okay, Alex.
Take the train.
You're right there all over it. So
Take the train. It's right there.
yeah, you can take a train if you want to. It's not the most safe thing, but in Philly, you're right there at the stadium. My mom and dad, we took mom and dad. I don't know. 2012, 2011, something like that, right after the World Series. It might have been during the World Series run, so it could have been 08, 09. We took them with us up there, and my mom and dad had the, what do you call it, the disabled thing
Yeah, the
hang up,
disabled
whatever.
parking.
We showed it to them, and they let us go by. We drove,
Handicap.
we drove. We were able to, I bet we were not 100 feet away from the stadium where we could just walk straight across one street, and then we were right there to where we could go up our escalator and all. And I was like, 30, 40, 25, whatever it costs, because it's all just
But
flat.
not Allegiant, huh?
It means
But
a
not
lot.
Allegiant.
Well, Oriole Park, if you have disability parking.
They hook
Okay,
you up.
it's $10 a park.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I mean, I've still got mine.
World Series MVP.
Who's MVP's probably got to be Soler. Would it be Soler?
Probably.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. They've got so many.
What, Freeman?
off the wall.
Yeah.
Hit it
One
off
run
the wall.
scores.
So it's
6-0.
6 or 7.
So,
So this game is over with. It looks like
Yep.
that. So,
Alex, let me touch something on this NFL trade deadline being a bust that Alex commented.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It wasn't really a bust. Ever since that salary cap went into effect, the NFL don't really have that many trades anymore.
Nope.
You know, there's too much to worry about. You know,
In the NFL, it never has been a
player A
lot of
player
trade.
B anymore because player A is getting $75 million, player B is getting $10 million.
and
The money's not there. The owners ruined that.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yep.
I mean, they're better off releasing a guy and letting somebody else pick him up down the road 3 weeks later.
And
Wait,
And that's what happened
Exactly.
today
Deshaun
with some of the
Jackson.
players. Yep. Some of them got released today. There's some
Yeah,
releases. got done.
Deshaun Jackson. He
And
had
then-
physical. They cut him. Nobody wanted
and
him.
then his other comment about the college football committee kissing Saban's ass. I said it weeks ago, Alex. They're going to find a way to get Alabama into that playoff. They're going to find a way to get Ohio State into the playoff because they sell seats. Period.
If they don't lose another game.
Right.
If they lose another game, they have nothing. They're not in the top 10. Then they
Ohio
can't.
State should have been in there last year, even with the pandemic.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think they would go with 2 SEC and 2 Big Ten teams. I think they're going to want to get a third conference team.
They will if nobody else loses a game. They will
Plan
try.
is, though, right now, though, we got Oklahoma and Georgia in there right now.
Alex, I have
That's the
Cincinnati too.
Cincinnati is down to 9th.
Big 12, but Cincinnati, if they don't, is down to 9th. Yeah, Deshaun Jackson is not head on straight completely. Yeah, he's a basket case, and so is a kid for the Browns.
Rob, do you think it's
Beckham?
possible? Do you think it's
Beckham?
possible a team like the Jaguars could move out to San Diego in the NFL? Give
Yeah.
that market a team again?
No. The only reason I say no is because the Cons, they've got too much invested in the Jacksonville city.
Okay.
Have you? I don't know if you ever heard of AEW wrestling.
I've
AEW
heard you
wrestling.
mention it.
I have.
Tony Khan, his son,
They're not going nowhere.
Shah Khan, his son owns that. He owns that whole wrestling thing, and they do their wrestling on property of where they play football at, so
Mhm.
they don't have to rent a civic
Daly's
center or
Daly's
auditorium.
Place, which is a restaurant inside the stadium.
Yeah, so
Right.
they wrestle sometimes even on a football field on weeks
Yeah,
off. They
That
let
was
them run-
greatness.
They've let them do it. So the thing of it is as long as Shaw and his son Tony working, some type of sense of millions, man, there's no way they leave Jacksonville. San Diego right now is it's not a place where I don't think San Diego is a place that's a hopping place where people want to be going again. That the place that's getting talked about shouldn't have been left in the first place is St. Louis. Why? I don't understand. I never have understood that shit because
Well, that's a place that's been abandoned twice now, so
been
I don't
abandoned
know.
twice, and I don't think they'll give them a third chance. I think 2 strikes and you're out there.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
time soon.
Cardinals
Yeah.
should have still been there. Should have never left.
Yeah, because I mean the Raiders were there in LA and they had the place the way they wanted it and all.
Mhm.
And then once the LA Coliseum decided this is not going to work, you're going to have to build your own place. Then that's when they put the owner of the Raiders.
They might, Alex.
What was his name?
Davis. Al Davis.
Al Davis. Put Al and Mark Davis to the test. And they went to Oakland. And they said, Oakland, we need a new Coliseum or we need a new place. And Oakland laughed at them. Look at Oakland's look at Oakland's baseball stadium right now.
Ugh.
They've been there forever. And
Yep.
we laugh about Tampa. We laugh about
dump.
Tampa's place. Tampa is in a shrine compared to Oakland. Oakland's in a dump. Oakland is in a dump. You look in the area.
Dump.
Look, dude. Look at where they're at. I'm serious,
I
man.
don't think I've ever seen a season that they haven't been doing construction in Oakland.
They always are. And
Always.
yeah, under
It's
construction.
so damn big. They've always got something they got to work on.
Yeah, and it's always falling apart. And then go
I would have to look that up, Alex.
go down the road 400 miles to L.A. And they've been playing there since, what, 55? 60?
Oh, Alex, I know that answer because I was doing some work on that. Freeman, they got several
about 8.
players as
They got
free
about 8
agents.
free agents, yeah. But what year did Dodgers move in there? 65?
58, or 58, I think.
And nobody even talks bad about that stadium to this day.
They did some improvements last year.
Well, I don't know about that. No, they moved to someplace called Wrigley Field or something for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who
So
did?
the Dodgers, they played somewhere else out in California before they moved into the current stadium.
Not Wrigley, not Wrigley Field.
No, there was something called Wrigley Field out in California.
Oh, okay. Was that one season or just for a few games?
One or two, I think.
What year are we talking? Before they built the stadium, or was it after the stadium was built?
Alex Swanson. Hold on.
Let's see.
Swanson, Freeman.
Wrigley Field is a ballpark in Los Angeles, California. It hosted minor league baseball teams in the region for more than 30 years.
Solar, Smiley,
Let's see. The Dodgers.
Rosario, Voigt.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Angels played there for a little bit.
Okay.
Peterson.
So how many years did the Dodgers play there? 2?
I don't know.
Heredia, Grant Dayton,
69.
and Josh Tomlin.
They got 8 or 9.
Yeah, I thought we counted 8 the other day, maybe 9.
Let's see. The Dodgers were there in 57.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm sorry, 58 rather.
58. Okay.
They made a transaction to acquire it in 57.
Okay. All right. I did not know. In your honest opinion, who would you say are the top 5 best free agents in the upcoming class? They stayed there 3 years, Keith.
3 years.
Yeah.
58, 59, and 60.
First choice would be Freddie Freeman.
Oh, absolutely.
Freeman would be my first choice.
My first free agent this year, if I could get one, I'm thinking an arm move for Philly. Robbie Ray, maybe.
Yes.
He's a left. He's
Robbie
a lefty.
Ray.
Robbie Ray. I don't know. I don't
A lot of
touch.
Dodger free agents.
I don't touch Scherzer for 35. That's for damn.
I don't touch him at all. No.
I'll touch him
I don't-
for 25, but not 35.
I wouldn't touch him at all.
Yeah,
Him and his arm problems.
he's never had surgery though. So he's
Maybe the Angels just played at Wrigley Field and the Dodgers played at the Coliseum. It looks like.
okay. Corey Seager, where do you think he ends up?
Until 1962.
Corey Seager probably ends up as a Yankee. It's looking more and more like it.
Philadelphia.
No, Philly won't go for it. Philly won't go for him. Corey Seager's going to be a Yankee.
What about
okay.
McCutcheon?
So Ken is saying they played at Wrigley Field 1 year and then Coliseum for 2 years.
Yeah.
What about McCutcheon?
Andrew McCutcheon this year probably ends up going to he could definitely end up going back to Pittsburgh, but I'm going to guess. Oh shit, Detroit. I'm going to say Detroit.
That's a good choice.
I think he's going to be mostly a DH.
Yeah, I was going to say put DH wherever he goes.
Yeah, but the thing is, NL is going to have it now. They're going to have it. It's going to happen. So That's
Yeah, we got there's so many hurdles to get over with this CBA agreement, and then
Yeah,
finding out when and how they're going to do a winter meeting.
Well, let's see if there is a 22 season first.
right.
Well,
If they
yeah,
don't-
they have to agree on everything, but the two main things are this:
The only season they have may be on the Jabroni Network.
are they going to make it universal DH, which I think it'll be.
I think the odds are better than 50%.
Oh, I think it's near unanimous. So then number two is then the Players Association are going to say, look, now you've got one extra player. I mean, you're playing instead of 9 players, you're playing 10 extra player. We got to bump his salary cap up. We got to bump it up 10%. If that's the case, if it gets bumped up, let's say 10%, and goes up to 270 million, 265 million. Then a team like the Yankees, they're gonna keep as many of those players that they can. Joey Gallo probably gone.
Who's salary cap? With MLB, there's not really a salary cap with MLB.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
At a certain level, you're just paying a luxury tax.
right,
I heard they might lower the luxury tax threshold.
yeah. But I've also heard they're talking about raising the minimum, which should have been done 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So making a team like Tampa, instead of spending $34 million on your team, make them spend $45 to $50 million on your team.
Correa, I
whether
forgot
they
about
like it or
him.
not. Huh?
Alex just wrote about Correa. That's another free agent right there. There's
I
another
think
good-
Carlos Correa.
I think Houston does everything they can to keep him.
I think Houston
I
will do
think
everything
so,
they can
too.
to keep him. But I think he's the best shortstop out there. That's what I think. I think this guy,
Best free agent, absolutely.
best free agent shortstop out there. I would rather have him than Corey Seager any day of the week. He's not injury prone. He's not injury prone, and he's a big guy too. If he goes somewhere like Boston or a place, he won't go to Boston, but let's say he goes to Philadelphia or goes to the Mets. Well, the Mets won't be mid, but if he goes to Philadelphia, he can hit 40 home runs there.
I think Seager's the third shortstop out there anyway.
I
Hey, what?
think Trevor Story could be
Seager is
interesting,
your number 3 free agent shortstop anyway.
Who's Seager?
Yeah. I got Story ahead of him.
Yeah, I'm with you though, but I still don't think Story's going to go to the Yankees. I think Seager's going to the Yankees. I think Story's going to end up. He's going to end up somewhere we probably will be like, wow.
You mean like Cincinnati?
Now, how about Atlanta? Because they're going to lose their shortstop, and I'll tell you
Yeah,
one
Swanson.
thing. And Swanson's he's not chopped liver either. Dansby Swanson's a hell of a shortstop.
He's not a free agent though.
You got a team in the American League East that's
Dansby
finally going to open their
Swanson's a free
pocket.
Swanson's a free agent.
Baltimore's finally going to open their pocket. Watch.
Baltimore.
Is there any-
Yeah,
Baltimore will open their pocket this free agency.
They better.
they got to.
But Swanson's a free agent, right?
Yes.
No, he's not,
Yeah.
is he?
Yes.
I have to
Swanson's
check.
a free agent. Yeah, he's a free
What
agent.
teams were like complete sellers this year
Yes,
that
he is.
just
No, he-
went for the total rebuild, sold everything off? You know, you saw what Washington did and some other teams.
Colorado.
The Cubs.
Arizona.
Colorado.
Which ones now start actually make the move to try to put a contender on the field again this year?
Colorado does not.
Any of those?
Neither, not Colorado or Washington.
What about Detroit?
It's too early for Detroit. If you want to name a team that's going to start building up, maybe Texas.
Yeah, I was going to say
Arlington.
them next. Texas.
Yeah, they could be a team.
Any 2 all-time MLB World Series champions face off in a 7-game World Series. Which 2 teams would you pick?
See what Theo Epstein did with the Cubs is, you know, he was strapped with a lot of paying guys a lot of money when he first got there.
Right.
So what they would do is they'd go out and sign these like reclamation projects, and then they'd trade them before the deadline to get
And then they ended up getting some stuff for them.
to build their farm system up.
Yeah.
In a 7-game World Series.
Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, I already know my American League
Kyle
choice.
Schwarber looks like he's going to
27
be
Yankees.
Boston.
2000 Yankees.
I'd say 27 Yankees against the last time the Cubs won a series.
2016.
Yeah, 2016 Cubs, 27 Yankees. That's who I'd like to see.
Okay.
I would say,
Mm,
how about
any two teams all time?
how about the
I know what I would say. I'd say the 2000 Yankees against the 1975 Reds.
That's a good choice, too.
that is a good one. How about oh man, I tell you.
I just like the 27 Yankees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and nothing wrong with them. How about the 88 A's and the 79 Pirates? How about that?
88 A's. Was that a Reggie
We
year?
are family.
88 A's was
The
That
last Pirate team to play in a World Series.
yeah. How about 88 A's? Was it 88? Was that the year that or was it 90? Maybe it was 90 when they had McGuire and Canseco.
That might have been 90.
Yeah, something like that.
Swansea's an option. That's what it is. Swanson's a 9.2 million option.
But it's a team. It's a team option, player option.
Team option.
Yeah, they're not going to keep him.
What if you could have a 4-team league of the 27 Yankees, 41 Yankees,
last year the
the
A's
61 Yankees, and the 98 Yankees?
Shoo.
98 or 2000.
series?
Yeah.
61's a tough one too.
You know, years ago, I've done a Stratomatic PC league, just all Yankees.
89.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
80,
mean, that was a blast.
89.
Yeah.
89
There was
A's.
probably a few blasts in that.
Yeah.
19.
I just got so confused, with all of New York. I had to go through and change so many
What's the matter, Sally?
there just so I knew who was who.
My dog.
All right, here we go. This is the A's roster. They had Eckersley, Honeycutt, Mike Moore, Gene Nelson, Eric Plunk, Dave Stewart, Bob Weller.
Eric Plunk.
A lot of
And then,
Yankees.
let's see, Ron Hasse and Terry Steinbeck were catchers.
Steinbeck.
And then they had Glenn Hubbard, Connie Lansford, Mark
Mariners
McGuire,
and
Tony Phillips, Walt Weiss, Dave Henry, Stan Javier, Jose Canseco. They had Billy Bean on the team. Billy Bean
Right.
on the team. And then
well, there
Dave,
were two Billy Beans, weren't there?
Moneyball.
this Billy Bean, though, I think was the what this the guy that ends up being the
Yeah.
GM of the team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it end with an E?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dave Parker. All right, you need to inquire. I will. So, we are going
Alex, if they don't make the playoffs in 22, he's done after 1 year.
exactly. I agree. Guys, I think we've done pretty good tonight. We've got our teams up for basketball, and yep, I can. You all,
Are the Mariners the only franchise that hasn't made a World Series?
the Mariners have never been to the World Series, and the Rangers have never been to. Rangers have been to World
Yeah,
Series.
2010
Yeah,
and
they have never
2011.
won a World Series.
Let's see, who else hasn't been to a World Series?
Rangers have been there, haven't they?
Twice.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Flyers.
Yeah. Nelson
Seattle-
Cruz. Never
Seattle-
forgive, never forget. My wife says that.
Over the
Yeah.
Oilers.
Here's an NFL trivia question for you.
Okay.
There's one team that's been to 4 Super Bowls and has never led 1 second in a Super Bowl game.
That's
Minnesota.
the Vikings.
Minnesota.
It could be somebody else.
The only other team I could think of was Buffalo.
But I think it's Minnesota.
It's Minnesota.
It's
It is Minnesota.
Buffalo was up. Minnesota.
Buffalo led Dallas twice.
Buffalo
Yeah.
led the Giants, I think.
They
and
they
then,
they,
Right.
they,
One
they
they-
scored a touchdown first against the Cowboys in that first matchup.
Buffalo led with 1 second left.
Right.
And they
Against the Giants.
and then got beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So That was
Yeah,
that was
Minnesota.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota's been to 4 Super Bowls and never led a single second.
Isn't that something?
Who's the
That
worst?
was a trivia question on the cruise.
Who's the worst World Series MVP of all time?
I don't even remember who they were.
It's hard to remember year to year to year to
There's
year.
been a lot of bad or Super Bowl MVPs with like
Rick
Larry
Dempsey.
Brown and
Rick Dempsey.
Rick Dempsey. There's a choice.
Wow, how about that? Yeah, he.
How long will Aaron Boone last in his new 3-year deal? I say 2.
I'm gonna say 1 year. If he doesn't make it playoffs, no. Wild
And
card
I'm not counting a wild card when I say playoffs.
because wild card and a loss is not a playoff really. You got to get farther than that.
yeah, that's a play-in game.
I'm surprised. if
Alex, wait a minute, Alex. Okay, with Culpepper and Moss, yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah. The only problem was Culpepper was never.
He was overrated. He was overrated.
He could
They
play.
never
well.
had a good running game.
Look at what they got now. I mean, that quarterback he got now is not he's not John
Cousins.
Liver,
Yeah.
but my lord, he can throw the ball up and make some stupid ass mistakes. Maybe not to the extent that Carson Wentz. Right now, Carson Wentz owns the dumbest play of the year in the NFL by far.
Can't be better than it. Can't be better than the butt fumble. Can't be worse than the butt fumble.
Yeah, it was.
This year,
Yeah.
I
this
know.
year-
I saw it. I watched it. I laughed.
yeah, this year it's got
Oh, this
to be
year
it.
it's Wentz.
It's got to be
Yeah,
it because
it's Wentz's interception.
I'm serious. He looks like he's shooting a 3-point shot. He looks like a 6-year-old shooting a 3-point shot. It slips out of his hand, and somebody goes right, catches it.
It's like he's trying to shoot a ball of paper into a trash
Yeah.
can or something.
Yeah, even as far as the Eagles are playing right now, they're still laughing.
Oh yeah.
The Browns might release Odell Beckham Jr. tomorrow. It wouldn't surprise me. That
That wouldn't surprise anybody.
it wouldn't. So, how many former professional wrestlers have played in the NFL? I couldn't tell you that one.
I
Yeah,
could.
I would just
Brock
so
Lesnar?
I would say probably 6.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
10.
under 10.
Wahoo McDaniel.
McDaniel, right?
Hey,
Ernie Ladd.
Rob, who did Ed Too Tall Jones lose to in boxing?
I don't remember, but
Ed Too Tall Jones. He took on He took on a light heavyweight guy.
I remember that.
Yeah, it wasn't Michael Spinks, but it was somebody. It was somebody that wasn't even a champion, and whoever it was just, lit him up. He did. It was funny though. It
what was
was
his
funny
name? Marshall.
because
Marshall from the Raiders.
Bill Marshall.
With the the guy with the mustache.
How about the guy with that's he's got MS now, whatever. The guy that was in the NWO, he was in the Horseman. He was with Mongo McMichael. Steve Mongo.
Oh yes, Steve McMichael. That's right, from the Bears.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Ben
what was-
Davidson from the Raiders. That's
what
what
was
I
I
was
just
thinking
talking?
of.
Let's see, what was I just talking about?
Well, William Perry was in there a little bit.
William Perry
too,
did a little bit, yeah, and so did Kevin Green. He wrestled some.
Kevin Green, right?
Paul Jones fought Abraham Meneses.
Yeah, and when he was fighting him, the guy was about 8 inches shorter, and it was
Yeah.
funny. It was funny watching him because it looked like a video game because he was going like this to him, and you could see his damn elbows.
And he dropped him with a left hook.
Yeah, and the problem was, I mean, he's looking down at him like, boom, boom, and I mean, he would throw one punch, and the other guy, he was a snappy little dude. He was just doing this shit right here. I mean.
Sock'em robots.
Oh yeah, all he could see is the bottom of his chin. He couldn't see his nose and shit. So he was just hitting him like this, he was hitting him like this. And then he finally got him right here on the side of the ear one time, and then he just wrapped one punch right around there. And I mean, that tree fell. And then when he did, he hit the rope. He hits the ropes and rolls twice, and it almost rolled up in. You go back and look at it. He almost rolled up into the damn ropes. We are talking about somebody 6'9", weighs 300
It is on
pounds.
YouTube.
Yeah,
It is?
and I thought the ropes were gonna break. It was funny as shit to watch. It it was funny, man, because I mean, you knew the guy wasn't gonna get beat, but you just wondered how in the hell is he gonna knock this guy down? And it was like he had to catch his breath a couple of times and jump a couple times and then him upside down.
He didn't give a damn. He had a nice payday.
It was funny as shit. And then hey, what was funny was when Ed Two Told Jones got up, and I mean they picked him up. It took about 6 of them to pick him up and put him in the corner, and they didn't even have a chair for him, so they used the middle turnbuckle. And he set his ass down in their turnbuckle, kind of leaned forward, and they had to hold him back because he was going to fall forward on his face. It was funny as shit, man. I mean, yeah, it was so funny because I mean, it looked like an oak tree getting chopped down. And,
How fast did that get the advantage on him?
what was it, third round, second round? I mean, he beat the shit out of him from his start. The problem was the guy, people in the crowd was sitting there laughing at the shit, because he's up there doing this shit. And I mean, it's a wonder he didn't hit himself with his own elbow, because I'm serious, man. He's jumping and shit. And they were when they tangled up. That's when it was funny, because
He was hugging him right around her waist.
Oh, Ed was grabbing him around the neck. Ed was grabbing him around the neck, and this guy's had his face in his stomach. Like that shit. they breaking him up. And I mean, he's ready to do his shit again. He gets his 6 punches in, and I mean,
bruising the bottom of his thing.
oh my God.
Hey, Keith, did you see Ken's comment to you about the soft porn?
Ben Davis
I was trying not to.
Oh my Lord. So,
I think too, you got something going on with all that.
Yeah, I guess so.
we're gonna have basketball on the channel very soon, guys. We still got the baseball one and done. A couple more games have been in the books this week. We're gonna do some more. We've got Ryder Cup action. You got to vote on Alan Shaw's, one of his 5 wild cards, one of my 5 wild cards, and we'll get the other 4 out of there, and we'll have 12 on 12. He's got some guys in his Ryder Cup that were not in the Ryder Cup, so he's got some guys that you may not know their names, but you're going to learn their names in December. So, if you support
inside the cup.
Do inside the cup, yeah. We're gonna play inside the cup with a course that Alan designed, with the design of the British Open course this year. He designed it, and
I was waiting for you to send that to me.
Yeah. I'll give him to email it to you. It's a PDF, free PDF, guys, to anybody that plays the game that has inside the cup. It's with Chris's wishes. He has no problem with it. But please, if you do ask for the PDF, please own the game first. Okay, get the game. Get to one of the 5. Get one of the 5 courses. Contact me. Contact Harris. Contact Alan. He can send you a PDF. He's already created 3 courses, dude.
Has he really?
Yes. He's got my home course that I go out here and I've played, 5, 6 over on 18 holes, or about 7 over, I guess, is the best I've done. I've shot at 80, so it's 8 over. But he's got my home course, got photographs all the way around of the course and exactly how it plays. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Wow.
It's a 9-hole course. So all you have to do is do 9, and then
do 9 again.
Right. Number 1 ends up being 10. 1 and 10, 2 and 11, 3. Yep. That's the way
Just
you
change
do
the pin.
So do what?
Just change the whole location.
Yeah, you can change the whole location, and the thing is, you don't have to print but 9 sheets out, so it's even easier. So if you want one of those, all you got to do is contact me. I know where we can get it for you. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Harris. Thanks, Michael. And definitely thank Tim. Michael's said,
Hi, Michael.
I'm jetting on you guys. But, yeah, thank all you guys. I want to thank everybody out there. great 3 hours plus Tuesday night. I always look forward to it, and I hope you
Yeah,
all do too.
Ken and Alex, especially for sticking with us this long.
Yeah, they stuck with us this long.
Yeah, and anybody else that's lurking.
Yeah, and that's the thing. As soon as we go off the air, people will find out who we end up picking this week. That's pretty cool. So,
All right, Alex. Hope you have a better day tomorrow.
Yep. I hope everybody has a great night. It looks like we're going to have a new World Series champion. Looks like it's going to be Atlanta Braves.
Sure looks that way.
Till we see you again. I wish you all a really happy Wednesday, and God bless. Bye-bye.
There you go.